Hello, lovely souls. Welcome to the Conversation with MJ, where we are going to embark on a journey of connection, growth, discovery together. I'm your host, MJ, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this exhilarating ride through realms of inspiration, wisdom, and insight. So we're going to deep dive into the heart of what it means to live a fulfilling life, to pursue our passions, and to unlock our greatest potential. Each episode is a celebration of human connection and a testament to the power of authenticity and a reminder that we are all on this journey together. So get ready to be inspired, get ready to be empowered, and get ready to ignite your inner fire, because here at Conversations with MJ, the adventure never ends. So join us with every moment an opportunity to shine. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please leave a comment, and the show will be starting shortly. See you soon. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hey, Lana and Jalen. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you as always. Yeah, so today is going to be a fun day. Very fun day. I know the last live stream I did, it ended up being a real cool conversation afterwards, but even the content that I did that day before the live conversation wasn't the funnest, right? It wasn't very exciting. It was all about being informative. So I wanted to do something a little bit more fun today or this time. And it's good to see you guys. Good to see you. Hold on, let me move this. All right. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time today. I hope y'all ready. Yes, and now look, I got glasses, so I won't be looking like squinting at the screen and stuff like that, because you know how us old folks are. Our old folks, we be squinting when we have to read stuff. So hey, how you doing? Oh, hi, Natasha. Thank you for coming. Hey, Royce. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Yes. So I know you see the title. Well, I'll get into that. But yes, your girl is leaving the Chitlin circus. Okay? I don't want to be involved at all. But we'll get into that. Let's get into the fun stuff. All right? So one of the things I wanted to talk about was pretty much like dating when it comes down to like the alphas and stuff like that, right? So we have a lot of shows that's on YouTube about alphas and betas and omegas and oh, thank you, mommy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. Oh my God, you were? Well, there's nothing wrong about that. Go ahead and research it. Seriously, absolutely. Yeah, but thank you, Jalen. I appreciate you. Yeah, so a lot of times we talk about the alphas, the betas, the omegas, the sigmas, and gammas. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them pretty much. Right. So we always talk about these different type of personality traits outside of the MBTI personality traits, right? And what I was doing when I was doing some research about it, they said that when it comes down to alpha, even though alphas are the most attractive uh people that I guess anybody, whether man or woman, will pursue is an alpha personality trait. They don't tend to have the best outcomes. Most people who have alpha personality traits, and when I say alpha personality traits, I mean real alpha personality traits. They don't really have long-term relationships. In fact, they have more short-term relationships, and they actually have what we would call rotation, pretty much, right? They're literally in and out of different types of relationships. And the reason why is because they're very how can I put it? They're very goal driven, right? And we know that that's not a bad thing, because we all, well, definitely when it looks on paper, we all will want someone who is goal driven, right? Who has a plan. That's most of the things that we talk about. Women want men who have plans, and men want women who want to follow their plans, right? So we don't necessarily think that that is a bad thing. However, there is a price to pay for someone who is extremely goal orientated, and that usually comes with the alpha male or alpha female personality, right? Oh, let's see what Roy said. He said, I got diagnosed with it in high school. Okay. So I hope you're getting all the treatments and everything that you need, sir. I hope so, right? And yeah, Lena says feel better. Feel better. Like she says, I hope you feel better about the okay, yeah, sure. No, definitely. So Jalen says only alphas. Well, no, not necessarily only alphas, but the thing about it is what drives them, right? When it comes down to a alpha, they're literally goal orientated first, success first, and everything second. So if you're going to deal with someone who has an alpha personality trait, their hopes, dreams, wishes, and everything is going to come before their relationship, will come before their marriage, will come before their kids. They will have to succeed in whatever desire that they want to succeed in first, and then you will get literally like the scraps or what left they have to give, right? So if you're in a relationship with a person like that, you have to know that that is going to be part of the I guess requirements to be with that person. This is not necessarily saying that all alphas are bad and they don't all make great companions. They do, but that only works when they're with someone who actually matches with them, right? Who understands that and can accept that this is a part of their personality, that they have to do this, right? If they don't do it, that's when they're going to have resentment and content. And then when that resentment and content comes, you will end up feeling in that relationship that they're judging you due to the simple fact that you're not allowing them to do what they need to do for themselves. Okay. Yeah. So I wanted to keep it nice and fun and funky. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first start it off with something from TikTok. It's going to give you a nice little example of how sometimes situations happens with the alphas. So let's see. All right.
Sarcastic again.
Wait, I got to pause this right now. Okay. So this is on TikTok. I hope this is in the
Listen,
beginning.
if you're my
All right.
woman,
Yeah, here it is.
listen, if you're my woman.
Okay. All right. I hope y'all see my screen. Let's do it like this. All right. Here we go. I hope it's loud enough for you guys too.
Woman, you have to act a certain way. Oh, yeah? Okay. How should I act? Do I have to teach you? No, I should know. I'll just probably YouTube it. What else? Don't be sarcastic with me. I apologize for giving you that impression. No, seriously, tell me. Don't give me that masculine attitude as well. I don't like it. It puts me off. Okay, sure. Thank you for telling me. I want to make you happy as my king. Okay? Okay, good girl. And I don't want you seeing your friends, okay? They're bad influences. Oh my god, I was thinking the same. I don't even like them. You should only be calling me and I'll talk to you if I have time, okay? Of course, my king. I'll just wait for you to call me. I will. That's so fun. Okay, now I'll give you a chance, alright? Thank you. It means a lot, seriously. Are you being sarcastic again? I will slap you so hard you will be inside out. What? Are you outside of your mind? Who do you think you are? You don't even have a job. When we go out, I'm always sneaking my card to you under the table so you don't get embarrassed. Okay. About controlling me, you, my dad don't even control me. Who are you? Can you even control your sister? Remove your disappointing dictator face from my phone at once. Okay. Listen, if you're my woman, you have to act a certain way.
So that was just one of the things that they were showing in reference of Dylan or dating with an alpha. Here's another one that was really good too, that I thought it was kind of funny.
There is no way I'm letting you step 1 foot out of this house with that outfit on. I don't care how much it was on sale at Shein. I'm a man. You represent me when you step out of the house now. Be a submissive woman. Get in that kitchen and make me a charcuterie board. Heavy on the fig spread. I know we have to talk about Friday. I just don't want to talk about it. It's not a good time. What are you talking about? You want to get a promotion? I don't even like the fact that you even have a job. What kind of man am I? I'm an alpha. What kind of man am I allowing his woman to work? Look, I know I have a 2-inch penis, but a man is supposed to go out and make the money. Your role is to stay home and not get fat, and then we can live happily ever after. There is no way I'm letting you step 1 foot out of this.
I thought that one was funny too, because we kind of really do be hearing things like that, especially around in these spaces. Let's see. There was another one that I saw, but I don't know. Well, anyway, let me stop sharing my screen. So matter of fact, I'm gonna keep on sharing my screen. So now we're gonna go over the pros and cons of dating an alpha, beta, sigma, omega, or delta. So according to Google, and they use the AI review. So like we know, this is AI review. It doesn't mean that it's the honest to God truth. This ain't psychology backed or whatever. But this nonetheless, it says that some potential pros and cons of dating men with alpha, beta, sigma, omega, or delta personality type include, it says alpha males are confident, charismatic, and outgoing leaders. However, their dominance and need to be in charge can make some people feel overridden or protected, which may be a turnoff for some. Then they said that a beta male is friendly, loyal, collaborative, but some say they are unwilling to take charge and have poor communication skills. Then they say with a sigma males are confident and likable, but can also be cunning and calculating. They are often attracted to women who are closer to their own value and can match their intelligence and confidence. Then we have omega. So omega males are self-reliant, intelligent, and driven, but they prefer to remain independent and gain strength for being alone. And then we have delta males. So delta males can be resentful, blaming, and self-sabotaging, and may view themselves as victims of life. So these are like I said, these are some of the traits and stuff that they have said about deltas, the omegas, the sigmas, the betas, and the alphas, right? And at the end of the day, even when we go through all these different traits and stuff like that, it really basically boils down to what you need and want for yourself, right? So like, just because everybody's telling you to go after alpha, because an alpha, he's so driven that he most likely will be very successful. He most likely will have all the resources and stuff like that, and that's great if that is what you care about, right? If you care about resources and regaining and getting more wealth or statured, whatever, then you would, if that's what you care about the most, then yes, go with alpha, because then you'll understand if he's going to be building this empire and I want to sit my ass in an empire, I don't care how the hell he's going to get there. or what he needs to do, whether if I don't get the time that I need for him to build that empire, as long as I know at the end of the day I'm going to get that empire, I'm going to rock out with him. If you're that type of person, go with the alpha, right? However, if you know yourself and you know that you need time, attention, affection, you need a balance between goal orientated and then family life and family structure, then I would suggest that you take a little bit more look at the beta. I would suggest you would take a little bit more look at even the sigma. Those are the ones that would definitely, you should actually be trying to focus on, right? You can date a delta, but however, when it comes down to a delta will become more like a boy per se. A delta for a man would be very childlike. The world's against me, everything is back on my shoulder. I don't know, I can't do anything because everybody's going to stop me. It would be a lot of complaining. So if that's not what you want, then I would suggest you shouldn't do it too. He said, is he serious? Or is he mocking them? No, he's I think he's mocking them. Yeah. Let's see. Natasha said we have to turn down promotions. My God. Yes. Yes. I don't want you to work, girl. You remember? You don't have to be smart. All you need to do is be barefoot and pregnant and know how to make a mean sandwich. Yeah. Yeah. That's sexy. Yeah. That's feminine. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was real. Hey M Mills, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Well, see, Jalen said that I feel you can build an empire with any man. You could. And here's the thing. Not every empire is the same. And it's not going to look the same, right? One thing I noticed, like, for example, my grandfather, right? He had an empire. He had 6 kids. He had a beautiful wife, my grandmother, who he loved. And he had a lot of great friends that when he was a seaman. And he built a legacy of people remembering how great this man was, how special he was. This had nothing to do with his income. This had nothing to do with his income. He was revered and remembered and respected by everybody in the family, all his children, all his grandchildren, all his great-great-grandchildren. He was respected by them. And when he passed away, rest his soul, when he passed away, everybody came from afar to be at his funeral. Everybody. It didn't matter what state they were in. They were in Florida. They were in Kansas. They were across in LA. There was in Georgia. It didn't matter. Virginia, which is my second home. Virginia. They all came to his funeral. He had thousands of people there. And that's family, and then that was also friends and people that he worked with. So in that aspect, that was his kingdom, that was his empire, to be revered, remembered, and people to this day can still remember him and his personality, his smile. My grandfather used to be back in the 60s, 70s, he used to be in one of those those musical what did you call them, boy bands. My grandfather was a part of the boy bands. He was part of the the 2 Heartbeats, or was something like that, the Heartbeats, whatever. Yeah, he was a part of that group. So he did many things, and those things are his legacy and his empire. Other people's empire is the money part of it, right? The high resources and stuff, that's a part of their their empire. So everybody's empire is not going to look the same, and I don't think everybody should strive for their empire to look the same. I really don't. I really don't at all. You should just strive for whatever your empire is supposed to look, whatever you do with your no. It That's the thing, Jalen. It wasn't the 5 heartbeats. It was something called I have a picture of my grandfather, and the group was called some the Valentines? The Valentines. The Valentine. The Valentine. Valentine? The Valentine, whatever. Look, I know I have a picture, and it reminded me of one of those old school doo-wop, men singing groups, and my grandfather was in it. So, like I said, he has what? You can't take my black card. How dare you? Yeah, so like I said, it's very memorable things. Very memorable things. I have a lot of people in my family who is well known when it comes down to celebrity or doing music or industry, even the football. Like my cousin played on the New York Giants back in the 1980s. I'm not going to tell you his name, because then y'all can look him up and y'all know who I am. But no, yeah. And so, but anyway, hey Hassan, how you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing? All right, so we went over the little cool TikTok video. We went over some pros and cons. So now we're going to get into the MBTI compatibility in reference of relationships, or how these what is like the golden relationship between these personality traits. Okay, so let me see. All right, I hope you can see my screen. Let's just scroll up real quick. All right. Whoop. All right, so this is the ultimate guide to the MBTI compatibility in dating and relationships. It's a 21-minute read. We're going to be skimming through it because there's a lot of information. So I will go down to, I don't think we really need to do an introduction, or do we need to do an introduction? We'll read a little bit of the introduction. So it says the Myers-Briggs assessment is one of many options in the world of personality profile and testing. It is arguably the most popular, and in my opinion, it is the best place to start when it comes to studying personality types, and especially relationship compatibility among different types. And I say this because the results provide insight into all aspects of our lives, whereas the other testers are often focused on just career. So the Myers-Briggs instrument is based on the idea that people are quite different from one another. These differences go deeper than emotions, moods, or environment, and speak to how we're actually wired to behave. And as it turns out, most people end up being wired in one of 16 ways, hence the 16 personalities. Based on 4 groups of characteristics, this doesn't mean we can't build certain traits or change our behavior, but rather knowing your personality type is an opportunity to learn which traits come most naturally to you and which you may find challenging or need to invest time in developing. So it asks right here, it says why MBTI compatibility matters for a relationship. So I guess he was giving examples about how you ever have you ever had a relationship that started off amazingly well, but it turned out to be a disaster due to irreconcilable differences. Okay. It's a catchphrase you often hear when celebrities break up or get divorced. What are these differences? I'm sure we can split hairs here and list list any number of little annoying things our exes did that drove us crazy, or situations when it seemed we're having 2 completely different conversations. So it just gives you a little bit more detail with it. I don't have to go through all this stuff. So it says these are the things that MBTI compatibility analysis may provide some insight to. It primarily helps us figure out our own personality and how we function best in our dating and relationship. It also helps us navigate the dating pool more smoothly, gauge our relationship compatibility, and therefore avoid pain and potentially years wasted with an incompatible partner. So they have a simplified MBTI compatibility chart. But let's see. It says finding your perfect MBTI personality match. I don't want to, like, I'm just skimming through because I don't want to, like, sit up here and be reading to y'all, like, all crazy and everything like that. So I'm trying to skim through it. All right. So here is the simplified Myers-Briggs type compatibility chart. So it lists all the 16 personalities that they have. So that is the INFP, ENFP, INFJ, ENFJ, INTJ, ENTJ, INTP, ENTP, ISFP, ESFP, ISTP, ESTP, ISFJ, ESFJ, and ISTJ, and then ESTJ. All right. So when you look at this chart, and I don't know if, let me ask everybody before I even start, how many people took the MBTI personality test? Just put a 1 in the chat if you have. Just put a 1 in the chat. Oh, hi, hi TBN. How you doing? Thank you for coming. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Cellulite? Have a good day, sir. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Oh, okay, Jalen. She says she's gonna be running in. All right. All right, so Lana, you said you're a INFJT. Ooh, okay. That's cool. So I gotta look at this chart. I'm gonna look at this chart to see what is your top compatibility. Let's look. You said INFJ. Oh, INFJT. Okay. So INFJ, it doesn't give me the T, but if I go down, your strongest capability is, all right, so let's see, a good match. Ideal match. Ideal match for you would be a ENTP. Okay? So Lana, I know you, I think you married already, but your ideal match would be a ENTP. That is your perfect match. Anything in the green, so let me just show you. If you see red, red stands for, with the legend, it says, uh-oh, think this one through, meaning like this is not going to work. The probability is they're not going to work. Green means it got a good chance. Blue means ideal match. And then the yellow means it could work, but it's not ideal. And then the light green, this one is one-sided match, meaning one side, like it will work for, it would benefit one side, but it wouldn't be like beneficial for both people set in the relationship. So Lana, your perfect match is a ENTP. ENTP, okay? Let's see. Oh, shoot. She said, I'm with someone I should have been. Wait. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that. Look, if everything's going good, everything's going good. Okay, so Latasha says, correction, I am an ISTP now. I had to check the file. Oh, you're an ISTP. Okay, Natasha, let's look at you. Ooh, you one of them strong personalities. I hear you, sis. Okay, so ISTP. Your perfect match would be a ESFJ or a ESTJ. So that's your perfect match. Your perfect match is a ESFJ or ESTJ. Perfect match. Like on point. Closest are ideal. Oh, she said in my 20s. Okay. And she said she did a similar test in grad school decades later. Oh, all right. Oh, you said I do know. All right. I do know he is okay. All right, cool. Yeah, so like I said, there is a similar chart. Like I said, go ahead and take the test, find out, what they say your highest personality traits, meaning these are the natural things that you would do outside of conforming to society and stuff like that. This is naturally what you believe. This is what your personality traits are stem from. She said, "No, I'm done. I'm done with the extrovert. Shout out to my She said, shout out to my ex-husband. I hear that. All right. Shout out to the ex-husband. She done. She done with the extroverts. Sorry, not sorry. All right. So right here it says these are the best MBTI type matches. So according to the 16 personality types, INFP goes great with ENFJ. INFP also goes great with ENTJ. Then it says ENFP goes good with INFJ. ENFP goes well with INTJ. Then it says INFJ goes well with ENTP. ENFJ goes well with ISFP. INTJ goes well with ENTP. ENTJ goes well with ENTP. INTP goes well with ENTJ. INTP goes well with ESTJ. ISFP goes well with ESFJ. And ISFP goes well with ESTJ. ESFP goes well with ISFJ. ESFP goes well with ISTJ. ISTP goes well with ESFJ. And ISTP goes well with ESTJ. ESTP goes well with ISFJ. And last but not least, ESTP goes well with ISTJ. So those are just quick references and stuff like that. So like I said, y'all could go download this. You could download the personality, the MBTI personality type compatibility chart. And if you don't know what these letterings is, go and take the test. It will tell you exactly what they mean. Okay, they'll actually tell you. But here are the four groups of the MBTI type, the idealist type, right? Good matches for you, right? So the four types within the group have distinct traits in common based on sharing two of the four traits. The four types are, so if you have the SPs or at the end SP, then you're the artisans, okay? If you have the SJs at the end, you are the guardians. If you have the NFs at the end of your list, that is the idealists. And if you have the NTs, then you're the rationals. So let's just look at what some of these traits are, right? So if you're an idealist, which is the NFs, that means you have value, meaning, integrity, and involvement. Have diplomatic talents, seek harmony, self and other improvement, express themselves enthusiastically, need meaningful work, and see the best in everyone, right? If you are a guardian, which is the SJs, you value experience, security, responsibility, authority. You have logical talents. You seek increased responsibility. You express themselves earnestly, observe traditions and rules, need stable and familiar work patterns, and mind the store. Then, if you're a rational, that is the NTs, then you value knowledge, reason, and achievement. You have strategic talents. You seek roles in investigating and improving systems. You express themselves calmly, follow a logical approach. You need an independence in working, and you think outside of the box. And if now, the last but not least, if you're artesian, which we said that's the SPs, you value potency, generosity, creativity, and adaptability. Have tactical talents. You seek variety, stimulation, adventure, and skill honing. You express themselves excitedly, make deals, take risks, need freedom to act on impulse or the just do it mentality. Okay? So those are the different idealist types, but they said that according to the surveys, the NFs, the idealist types, find the greatest relationship satisfaction dating another NF. So if you're an NF, you'll have the I guess the best satisfaction of dating or long-term relationship with another person who's an NF. They said this is likely because idealists share a common way of thinking and feeling about the world. Don't take these suggestions as limits to who you can be with. Ultimately, the two individuals and their desire to grow and work to create an incredible relationship will be the biggest determination of their success together. With that said, one incompatibility I noticed time and time again is is between the intuitives N and the sensors S. I think this is because these two groups have fundamentally different ways of interacting with the world and often have trouble understanding one another. So the N and the S's, they usually are incompatible. And then the S's. They said, in my own experience in romantic relationship, friendships, and business partnerships, I, a strong intuitive, ENFP, has always run into trouble with strong sensors. Beyond that caveat is all up in the air. And it says, let's see, generally for organization's sake, I would suggest that the P's matches with a J. The P will benefit from the J structure and organization, and the J will be benefit from the P's creativity and spontaneity. It says, with two exceptions, there's two exceptions. It says, with two exceptions, ESTJ men married to an INFP woman and the ESTP men married to an INFJ woman. There is little evidence that opposites attract or marry. That's interesting. They said there is also a trend for ISTJ men to marry an ENFP woman. For both women and men, 9 of the 16 possible pairings of opposites types were not found. On the other hand, the attraction ratio suggests that like types do tend to be attracted to and marry each other, especially among intuitive and feeling types. So that's what the F stands for. So they actually now breaking down to you guys what those actual letters are, right? So the F is feeling, I is intuitive, S is sensory, N is, what is the N's again? N's are, what is it? They just had it. Well, N intuitives too, right? Let's see. It says for men, the types most overrepresented in being married to like types were INFPs, ENFJs, and the INTPs. For women, the most overrepresented combinations were ENFJs and the INFJs. Although we cannot make too much of a probability of any particular type pairing, the overall pattern or trend suggests that like attracts like, particularly on the SN and the TF scales. Ooh. Oh no, did I lose it? I did. Okay. But I do have another one. Oh, let's see. Oh, hey Freezy, how you doing, sir? How you doing? I didn't even see you come in. How you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm actually using my camera, right? I have a whole camera. The other camera that I was using the other day was actually my actual laptop camera. So that's why it was not as a great quality. But this is an actual camera. This is my Sony Z1 Z1 no ZV-1. It's my Sony ZV-1. Okay, let's see. But good evening to you, sir. Good evening. Definitely. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. All right. It said my personality type is the advocate. Okay, I see. So yeah, so I got one more article to read to you guys. This article is a little bit on the sad side. It's not as happy joy with the personalities, but nonetheless, I want to get into it with you. So this is something that we should be paying attention of, I thought. Oh, hi, Elliot. How you doing? Let's see what you said before I push this up. I think it would be cool if dating apps had you take these tests to match people, not just the basic matching test. Right, but that's the whole point, right? Because dating apps is, I think in the beginning, dating apps were about actually finding, people, actually finding your mate and stuff like that. But that's not what dating apps are actually used for today. Dating apps are used for today just for hooking up. Literally. It's all on the basis of our cardinal things that we use to mate, which will be looks, lust, hormones. That's what it's for. Like these dating apps are not, they're not what they used to be anymore. And then it doesn't even matter how much information you put in there. Doesn't matter if you put everything in your bio and stuff like that. The funny thing about it is what I actually found out that when it comes down to tricksters, scammers, and all the stuff like that, they will literally go and they use their computer, or they now use this AI system that will write them a whole biography to make them sound charismatic, caring, understanding, all that good stuff. Everything that you would like want to cut off on your list of, oh, this is somebody I would actually want to get to know. And all they do is cut and paste and put that information in there. They're not writing it themselves. They're not really writing it. So they'll just cut and paste that information in there to make them sound good. And then you think, oh, okay, well, I read his bio, I read his biography, or I read her bio, I read her biography, and this seems like a cool person. And later on, you find out that this person is completely different than what they actually put in their profile. So like I said, it's not even worth it. I don't use dating apps. I don't use dating apps, and I don't advise anybody to use dating apps. It's literally just for hooking up, and everybody there, especially when it comes down to the men who are there, they're only looking there just to smash. They literally perceive that if you're even on that dating app, you're here to smash. They think that you're thinking the same way they are. So I wouldn't even advise it. I wouldn't even advise it at all. Meet people outside, guaranteed. Don't meet them online. But anyway, All right. So this is some psychology today. Y'all know I love psychology today. Like that's one of my this is one of my favorite things I like to do, like when I want to research things. So this one is called the essential crisis of the digital identity. Our attachment to digital selves is threatened by the internet's impairments. Okay. So these are the key points. I'm not going to go through them because we're going to actually just read through this article real quick. It's not that long. But it says, for years we were told that the internet would be our external archive. It was imagined that everything was posted, uploaded, and shared would outlive us all. The web means the end of forgetting, warned headlines in 2010. And many people built their digital lives according to that advice. As social media went mainstream, most users didn't realize what early internet adopters knew. Digital data isn't forever. Many assume their online identities will last indefinitely, shaped by the articles like How Facebook Lets You Live Forever, sort of, in 2012. This illusion of permanence has profoundly influenced how we perceive and curate our digital selves. Yet the perception of permanence in the digital world is proving to be a myth. Sites vanish, links die, and entire digital identities disappear. Some slowly fade, and some archives are wiped out in an instant. How does it affect us when the digital future we imagine is far more fragile than we thought? Leaving old digital selves behind. So pretty much it's just saying that like we all I mean, shout out to our older people, right? Our older people who used to be on MySpace, who used to be on Black Planet, who used to be on the older version of Facebook. Just think about it. You are not the same person you were when you was on those things, right? Those platforms. That was when you were like 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20, who knows, depending how old you are. Don't necessarily know how old everyone is, but I'm getting up there. But yeah, so when you were there, when you was on those things, your profile, you remember how in MySpace you get the you get to design your profile exactly how you wanted it. Everybody had a song. Everybody had like a what is it, intro song, and it had crazy design in the background, and some of them even had like a voice call where they will do a whole little voice like, yeah, this is Tish and da 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 da, call me back, whatever, right? So you would think that these things would stay, like they would actually be, the internet would be like your online photo book about your past and everything you have done and everything where you have experienced. What this article is actually telling you now is that even like we know who you were on MySpace, we probably can't even find that today. Because guess what? MySpace is gone. Black or if even if it's not gone, nobody uses this anymore, right? Then you have Black Planet. Like I don't even hear anybody go on Black Planet, even though I know it's probably still around, whatever. Yeah. Look at all the old heads. Look, y'all should look. You see how y'all showing y'all age? Look at y'all. MySpace was the shit. Got to have the time. You see how y'all telling on yourselves, man. Look, Freezy, you telling on yourself. You telling on yourself. Look at that. Yeah, man. Uh-huh. Now I know. Uh-huh. Everybody who's sitting up here telling on themselves. Now I know. I know. I know that y'all was on those party lines, wasn't you?
Y'all was on those party lines, wasn't y'all? Y'all was the ones who was calling in on those party lines. That's AOL back then. Before it went to AOL, everybody was on the party line. Everybody had the party line number, and they would do their little messages and whatever. Not and press 1 if you want to speak to Kels. Y'all telling on yourselves. It's funny. Y'all telling on yourselves. That's cool. Look, see, I do it. I do it. Look. Where you at? Where it? See? Telling on yourselves. Y'all see how y'all telling on yourselves? Good Lord. Ooh, that's funny. Yeah. Wait, let's see what Elliot says. She said, off topic, but I have a question. I was on someone's channel today. A person said divorce is linked to low IQ via a study. That didn't seem right to me. Do you know if this is true or not? I have not seen a study about that. I will look for it and I will review it. If I find a study about it, I'm going to look for it and I'm going to review it for you guys because that's a really good one. So thank you, Elliot. I appreciate it. That's something for me to research. You know, I love researching. You know, I love it. Let's see. Hi, Black Beauty. How you doing, love? Thank you for coming. Roy says, a girl told me I had a good voice to do that. I don't know. Listen, Royce, you could have been, I don't know, if you had a great voice, you could have been the man on MySpace because not MySpace, the party line. Because on the party line, it wasn't about looks. You couldn't even get to the looks part. It was all about whether or not if you could hold a conversation. Right? And then if you had that low, sexy voice that like some women like, yo, hello, my name is Royce. How you doing? Hit my line. Yeah, I like to have fun. We can go to the movies. I just want to treat you special, baby. You would have been in there. You would have been in there. So I don't know, man. Royce, you missed your turn, man. Damn. Gotta use something else, man. You got it. Don't worry. I'm rooting for you. You got it. You gotta do something else. Let's see what Hassan said. Well, Kill said, I never had a MySpace account. Yeah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Kills. I don't believe you, Kills. Especially you from New York. I don't believe you. See, I knew it. I knew you was on that party line. I knew it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Conversation rule the nation. Y'all telling on yourselves up in here, boy. I love it. Awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, Genesis. How you doing, darling? Would you want to come up? Do you want to come up and have a conversation with me? Anybody can come up. I'm sorry I didn't put the link down. My apologies. Anybody can come up to have a conversation if you want to. If you're not in the mood, I get it. It's Sunday. People trying to get ready for the work, the work week. I'm about to travel. I have to pack my bags in a couple of hours, get that work in. But yeah, if you want to come up, come up. But I love everybody telling on themselves. They telling their age. They telling they was up in, they was up in a party. Up in those party lines. I remember those party lines. So Elliot said, this is from Google. Gar Fredrickson reveals that couples of below average intelligence are 50% more likely to divorce than those of above average intelligence. That's interesting. So I have to find out what is their standpoint of that article or when he said that, because I will only think that if you're below average of intelligence and you're saying that you're more likely to divorce, then that because maybe both people would not there will be highly emotional per se, and there wouldn't be a balance of logic within that relationship. So everything would be I'm going to act completely on my emotions. So if anything ticks you off, oh, I'm out, I'm out, I'm about to go, whatever. Not knowing that your emotions, they tend to fade. Like nothing always lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? You could be very angry at a time, which is an action word. You're angry, but then now once you're over a situation, you're no longer angry. You'll make another you'll use another word like I dislike that person, or I dislike that dish, or I dislike that trait. But you're not angry all the time. We all know that the ones who are angry, which is active, they most likely have a personality disorder if they're angry all the time. But if you're not angry all the time, you can be frustrated, or you can say, now I don't like this, or I don't like that. So I will say that that stat or whatever, that only makes sense to me if they're talking about people with higher IQs. They're less emotional, they use more logic, they use more reasoning, they use more, this fits, this works, this is something that I want, so I'm willing to sacrifice A, B, C, and D because the outcome is going to benefit me in the long run. That's how I feel like that article would actually make sense to me, because other than that, I really won't even see the difference, really. Let's see what she said. I did right before it died. I was too young. I only had like 10 friends. My mom was one. Hey, it is what it is. Like, look, man, listen. I don't have that many friends on there. Like I'm telling you, when I tried those things for like maybe like 2 to 3 days, and I was like, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's creepy. Because what happened was, especially with the party line, right? Because once you hit the party line and you hit one, and they have to hear your voice, then they have to hit one, and then if y'all want to talk, y'all hit 3, and then they link y'all together, and then from there, that's when the person would be like, oh, I want a picture. Can you send a picture? You got an AOL account? You got an AOL account? Can you send the pictures? Hi, Sherelle. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you. Yeah, but that's when it would be like, oh, do you have a AOL account? Let me see them pictures. Look, Sherelle, wait a minute. Hold on. You was on them potty lines, girl. Them party lines, man. So they were fun though. I did appreciate them. I especially like the group ones too, right? Because the group ones, they'll be like mad people talking, stuff like that. Right? She said they don't want to fall in love with the voice. Yo, it's crazy, right? It's crazy because like you would actually do that. Like I had a friend on the party line who fell in love with a dude's voice on the party line. So she thought that his voice, because for her, the voice was so sexy, right? So she was like, oh, this dude gotta be sexy. Ain't no way this dude ain't fine as hell with a voice like that. When she decided to meet up with this dude, oh my God, can you say voice fished? Voice fished. Homie talk like yes, it's crazy because like I'm telling you, they used to be like they'll tell you, yeah, I'm 5'11", I'm 6'1". Oh, you 6'1"? Yeah, I'm 6'1", I'm 6'1", ma. Yeah, I got a 6-pack. Yeah. Oh, let me see a picture. All right. They'll send you somebody else's picture. and you they'll send you somebody else's picture and you be like, oh, okay, you look good, all right, blah blah. Yeah, ma, so when we gonna meet up? You gonna meet up with this dude? Why does dude look like he 20 years older than the picture that he sent you? Teeth all out, like he smoked his teeth. Like crazy. It was a lot of stuff. And you if you really even think about it, dang, yo, like even back then, the amount of stuff that we was risking, we was risking a lot of shit. Like I think a lot of them creepy crawlers was on those platforms and on the party phone, and we was risking if you would go visit these dudes or whatever. Not like, oh my god, now that I think about it, damn, yo, we was wilding out. Let's see what some of these things are saying. You didn't MySpace? No, I did MySpace. I had a MySpace. I did. I made one. Try to do the whole add the song and all the nice the background match with it and all the stuff like that. I tried to do it all. Yep, I made a page, but I ain't never used it. I just thought like at that time it was just what everybody was doing. Yep, asking if you can describe yourself, everything. Every girl was 5'5". Every girl had long hair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sherelle. The group of four one used to be the popping with the group, right? Like, because you could play music, you would have a whole conversation and stuff. He said you needed a good phone for the groups. Yeah. Yeah, man. You needed some good what you call it? You had to have a good telephone company, man, like for the groups. Like seriously. What is my fault? What I do? What I do, Hassan? Come on now. What I do? It's my day off. Come on, man. I ain't doing anything. Genesis said, I did the party line and found my boyfriend at the time on the line chatting up a storm. It turned into Fight Club on the phone. Yeah, it really did. Right, it did. You lucked out. I mean, hey, you had your boyfriend at the time on those things. Yeah, lying down on the phone, just jonesing. But you notice what? I'll tell you one thing though. Even though the party line would be perceived like dangerous, I really do believe that we have better social skills than people today. I honestly do. Because we had more practice. There was more practice when you was on a party line. And it got that, I guess, like, because at first, like the first time you would be like very like scared and awkward and stuff like that. You're like, oh my God, I don't really want to talk. Oh my God, whatever. I gotta make my voice sexy and some shit like that. I gotta sound like a sexy kitten, and I gotta sound like a, yeah, baby, how you doing? I got, so like at first you was like worried, like, dang, it's only my voice and it's my conversation that has to seal the deal, because there's no looks. So it's all about how you communicate and if you can intrigue someone with your communication skills. And I think that's why in that era people communicated a whole lot better. They really did. Oh, hey, mamacita, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, hey y'all. Hey
What's
y'all.
going
Hey
on?
y'all. Hey, girl, I'm tired.
What's going
How are
on?
you? What did you say you're chatting? What are you chatting? Oh, well, I know you're chatting about the party line just now, but were you just having
Yeah, I'm talking about the party line before
anything?
I get into. I'm talking about the party line because I'm having fun with this old topic because it's very nostalgic for me. So I'm loving it. How everything's going with you?
Good.
Yeah, Sherelle, people still getting catfish in 2024. I think that it's worse now because AI, man, like seriously, the metaverse and all that stuff like that. Shoot, man. She said fat girls were saying they were. Yes, they were.
Right,
That
like
was
what was
so
that?
true.
The scene from Friday when she said people say I look like Janet Jackson.
That's right. I think that's because he was on the party line in that movie. He was on the party line. So
She
that's
was like, "Yeah, don't you ever come over here."
ever. Never
I
come
thought you
here.
said you look like Janet Jackson, more like Freddie Jackson.
Yep, Sherelle. So short people was tall. All the ugly people were beautiful. That yes, man. Yes, it was.
You know, you said something.
Yeah.
You made a comment just a few minutes ago that yes, you said that it made us have better social skills, right? I
Yeah.
think so because that's why I was coming up to say this because think about how intricate it was to have to describe yourself with no point
Yes.
of sending a picture. You had to explain who you are. You had to sum it up, and then you can kind of get your feel of how this person communicates because they're long winded, they're short winded, they haven't thought about the answer. You know, they say I'm black, I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or
Mhm.
they be like, well, I'm educated, but it was more common to like to have to describe yourself or explain a little bit of who you are in that little introduction, that little, hey, what's up? I'm a Capricorn,
Right.
and you had to give that little world class wrecking crew. My name is
You
such and
we
such,
were
and I'm a
just we
Cancer.
were strategic though. Like let's think about it
Yeah,
because
you had to use your words.
you only had 1 minute. You only had 1 minute to shoot your fucking shot, and it had to be epic. You had to bring on all the charisma, all the sexiness, everything in a
One
voice. 1 minute, one
1 minute.
minute to make
Yep.
someone intrigued enough to hit their
Hit the
sensory.
button and talk
Be
to you.
like,
Yep.
oh, I did it. Let me press one on this. Let me hold on. I gotta hear about that voice. Hold on. I need to hear a little bit more what's going on.
I did meet somebody who had a wonderful voice. We talked up something, and he wasn't that handsome. But later on, he got cute. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I remember when you said that, so I was like, oh, it was so. We talked all night long. We talked. It was so he had, it's vocabulary and it's conversation. It's enunciation for me. So you could say we could be just shooting the shit, but you just sound so awesome pronouncing all your words and using the right right inflection and the right words and right context. But we
Right.
just talked all night. I remember we talked. We ended up being, cool. And I think, periodically we ran into each other over the years, online when online started. But I remember
Mhm.
that he wasn't as handsome as he sounded.
Wasn't that a bummer though, right? Like when you actually got the picture or whatever now of the photo of the individual and you realize that what you thought in your head, who you thought you was talking to, that wasn't it. You like,
Or you go to their
oh, my
MySpace,
mind's playing tricks on
or you
me.
say like you went to their MySpace profile and it's got all these like these pictures with edited graphics on it. Or back
Yes.
then you would go to them, you would say, hey, if you're really serious, go check out my Black Planet. And
Right.
then you would
Exactly.
see the
On your
real picture
MySpace.
of them because
Right.
then they, that's when they like, what I'm saying, trying to bring you in. So yeah, you'll say go to my MySpace, but the MySpace would be so jazzed out. It had the music up there and the person be in the video or
Right.
they graphics be all over their face and stuff and be like, and you really
It
can't
was
still see who they
crazy,
are.
all the crazy design,
Yeah,
like because you could design your whole page, everything.
yeah, everything.
What buttons you wanted to put on there for people to link this, to link that, to get to
Hmm.
your pictures, the background, everything. Everything was designed. Like here's the funny thing. This is how foolish we were. We was coding back then and didn't
Back
even know.
then, didn't even know it. Didn't know it.
We all supposed to be millionaires right now. Because we was literally coding when we were younger and did not even know we was coding.
Yeah, you was hooking your MySpace, your Black Planet. You was putting your music on SoundCloud. You was doing your little, yeah. You was out there. That's crazy, right?
Mhm.
That's crazy. Natasha says she's a party line phase missed her, so she has no idea what it is.
Oh man,
Lucky you, girl.
Natasha, ain't you in you? I don't know. Did they have the party line in Canada? Did they have it? I'm
They
not
had it across the water over here, Natasha. It was right next door.
sure. You right next door. You right up there. Well, come on now.
Oh, she said that. Yeah, today. Yeah, it doesn't sound much different than today with filters, right? But see, the whole thing of MySpace was was to add all the the more elaborate you were, was the more you was sitting up there on the computer and putting your little graphics in and putting your little pictures and stuff in. That was like, that was like once you started talking to the person, that was intriguing that they did all that to their own for their own page, to make it more interesting. So the filters now they do that to hide the blemishes. It wasn't they weren't hiding we weren't hiding anything back then. It was a
Yeah.
thing to be more elaborate, and the more music you had and the more current song you had and the current
Right.
pictures you had and all your life, like you going to events and things and going to parties, get your cousin Rimi's birthday party, like shit like that. It
Mhm.
wasn't They weren't trying to hide and pretend they were more beautiful. It just you really could never see the person because they had so much shit on their page. So you really couldn't tell what they actually look like unless you find a picture
But
of
that's
them.
what look what Kill said. He's absolutely 100%. We was living dangerously, meeting up
Yeah,
with
but
these
you
folks,
still know it was a different kind of danger though. It wasn't stranger danger like you was the meetups. We had places that people was meeting up anyway. We was going to day. I'm old, y'all. So I was a teenager. So my parents was okay with dropping me off with my siblings and my cousins and them at the Dave and Buster's. So we meet up. And it wasn't like it is now, like you're getting catfished by a whole 22-year-old and you're 15 type of thing. It's not that. You know what I'm saying? This is a different kind of danger that we
I
have
mean,
now.
I'll say that I would say that to me it seems like nowadays is more malicious to be, being more malicious versus as even back then when the ones who were catfishing, it wasn't like they was necessarily trying to hurt you. They just wanted to give a shot, right? And that's why a lot of the people who were insecure, they would actually do the party line before actually doing the MySpace stuff like that, because you actually had to show more photos and show more of yourself. And if they weren't comfortable with their self, then if they would have a better chance if somebody was connecting to them with their personality or connected to them with their voice per se. Wait, she
Well,
said,
we had State Farm, I mean State Fairs and stuff like that here and like festivals. So the meetup was pretty. I mean, people are still doing it now, but the meetup was pretty much because also you were already going somewhere. Events were happening and it was convenient. So that was
mm-hmm.
happening too. It was like, oh well, it's All-Star weekend. It's coming down to an event and people are coming out. So why don't we just meet up here? Well, now it's a different meetup. You know.
No, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but like I said, at the end of the day, I do still agree with Kills that we were living dangerously because we were literally meeting up with someone who we didn't completely
I have
know
no
from a
idea.
hole in the wall. You only talk to them maybe like 2 or 3 times, and then you want to say, "Oh, let's meet up at the movie theaters or meet up at the basketball court and stuff like that." You don't even know who the hell these people are, and we would literally be on the phone talking and telling our motherfucking business and jonesing and shit with complete fucking strangers.
Yeah, you already know how many brothers and sisters they have. You didn't know where their mama worked at, and now
Right.
y'all getting ready to meet up. So,
Right.
and I don't know. Maybe you're right because the intention was different and the level of maliciousness. People were still doing dumb shit, but it was
Absolutely. I
just
mean, stranger danger was real,
was
right?
real.
But
That was
like,
when it was real stranger danger. They was like teaching us
yeah.
that.
Oh, see, Sherelle said she ain't never meet up. Okay, you did right, girl.
Oh
You did
yeah,
right.
you
Oh,
came
she
where I was
said her
at.
sister used to meet up. Girl, I know you got some stories. I know they told you some stories of them being catfish, girl. I know they told you some stories of them coming up there and they was thinking that they was looking at this basketball player or somebody who was an Ivy Sports or something like that. He said he played basketball. He's about to go to 8. He about to be D1 basketball in college and stuff like that. And then when they went to meet them, he was Fat Albert.
That is funny because they do, man. That you come meet them at the. See, out here we had Joe Dumars Field House. So that when someone tell you they're playing basketball all day, it wasn't strange, right? Because we have the
Mhm.
field house. People want to be part of the Pistons. We have the, what is it called, the Big Ten or whatever. So that's funny though that because the guys would do that. They would tell you something. I'm not saying all the guys. I'm just saying the stories that me and my friends have. It's like this Oompa Loompa told me to meet him at the court. Like I'm supposed to be meeting, you expecting to see Boris Cujo's body coming around the corner like, what's up? It's me from MySpace. When he is literally telling you to meet him at the court because he is just up there with meeting you at the court and he is not playing. So I know that my friends, we've all have, a couple times because especially when I'm the only one with the car, they like, girl, let's go. I gotta take them because I got a car and they don't have a car. So girl, let's go meet this guy. I'm gonna listen on the line with y'all, listen to y'all talking like, girl, yes, it's getting thick in here. Let's go see. He said, meet me at the Joe Dumars Field House. We was like, he is a baller. Ooh, his body's about to
Lord.
be, it's about to be arms and pecs and girl, because in your mind, everybody in there is playing basketball.
Right.
Everybody's playing basketball. Like even the guys that's sitting down, they're waiting their turn. We're not thinking you and all three of you is sitting there at the basketball court. So yeah, when you said that, I was like, dang, that's crazy because I remember dropping my girl off and she was pissed in the car the whole way home, like this nigga lied to me. I was on the phone with him. He said everything. He just did not tell you what he looked like. He said he was tall, he was right. He said he was dark skinned, he was right. He said he was, 250, 280. He was right. So in our mind, we went instantly to like 280, bam, 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 not 280, you know. So he
Yeah.
was right. He just omitted the extra
Well,
part on
not
there.
necessarily. You can't really even fault him for that, right? Because if you think about it, if he lists out all his things about him, right? We have in our mind
Hmm.
what that looked like and
He
our
was
perception
like,
of what
girl.
that looked like.
eh,
So it's not that that person lied to you. We already had our own idea of what that would look like in reference of a person. And then now we go and meet this person and we disappointing ourselves because whatever the hell was in our head is not fucking reality. Right?
mhm.
Like, it's just not
Like he said,
reality.
I'm 6'3", 365 pounds. In your mind, you like, whew, yes, daddy.
So
But he could have
Sherelle
not
said,
worked out all year long, and he's 365 pounds and 6'3". Yes.
that she said, man, my brother used to talk buku shit and he was paralyzed from the waist down. Lord Jesus, Lord. Woo! I hear that. Go ahead, bro.
Terrell.
Kill said my experiences was different, definitely different. I was going to the projects and knocking. That's a New York nigga. That's a New York nigga. When he said that, the PJs, man, bruh.
I cannot. He was up here macking, and look, come on, and he was in a wheelchair.
That man was in a wheelchair on our party line cutting up.
I know, girl, that is funny.
He was, you know what? And I bet Sherelle, your brother was what is it? The belle of the ball. He was the belle on the ball on them party lines. Like every girl was like pressing numbers. He had mad. Well, you remember when they used to have the voicemail? When if they couldn't reach you, but they left the voicemail on your what's the name? He
Yep.
had all those voicemails in there.
This
Hi,
user's mailbox is full. Please hang up and
this
call
user.
back again. This user's
Oh Lord.
mailbox is full.
Yes, I remember. Those were
Oh
oh
my
man,
God.
that's so
She said,
nostalgic. Oh
hell, that man had some maculation going on.
yep, from crush to crushed. Online
Hmm.
dating and telephone dating, high expectations leading to disappointment. Yep.
Yep, the girls got voice catfish, and the males got girl six. Remember the girl
Yeah,
six movie?
yeah,
The girl and every single last one of them did not look like their voice. They're like, "Hi, daddy, I
no,
am blonde
listen,
with blue eyes," and she
my
black as
brother, my
African.
brother was on there, right? My brother was on the party line with me, right? So like me and my brother, one of my older brothers, we're not too far in age. So he's only like 3 years older than me, right? So he used to be on the party line. And you know, he's talking up like, yo, you know, and you see my brother. I showed you a picture of my brother. You know, I'm still trying to hook you up with him anyway. But he's like, yeah, you know, blah blah blah, whatever, right? So then, he one time he'll try to bring a shorty. And one time I remember he brought a shorty. He was like, yeah, I'm bringing this girl, da da da. She gonna have a fat ass, you know what I'm saying, da da da. When I tell you this girl looked anorexic. She had no ass at all. Her fucking fingernails were so fucking long. They looked like French fries. Me and him was clowning up like the whole time. He was like, nah, son, I'm gonna go take her to go get some pizza and everything. I'm gonna take her home. I'm gonna drive her home. And I'm like, bro, what happened? She seemed like she's a nice girl. He's like, do you see her nails? Like her whole fingernails was mad long. They were extra long nails. They weren't like the normal size. He was like, her hands look like fucking French fries.
It was his hands, right?
He was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my God. He said, did you see her?
I can't do it. He was like,
not did you see her?
Not. He was like, I'm gonna take her too. He was like, what time is it?
You about to go fatten her up before she go home. I'm gonna get her some pizza.
No, that ass. He would just he would let me meet her. I met her. I'm like, and then he was like, listen, I'm about to. He's like, I'm gonna.
What now? You said what? How you react to her?
I was like, how you doing? I was like, hi, you know, what's going on? I was never mean to these ladies. I was like, hi, how you doing?
That is me. You was like, hi. That is me right there. No, that's a whole lot of words in that sentence. I was
like, oh, hello. Hey, I'm like, hi. How you doing? Nice to meet you. And when my brother be like, yeah, I'm gonna go take her to go get some pizza. We're gonna go down there and go get some pizza, and then I'm gonna set her home. I was like, oh, okay.
Damn. See, if I was meeting you as a sister and you gave me that look, I would be like, she don't like me, do she?
And then I would come back, he would come back, and we would be dying. When I tell you, I swear to God, because it would be me, my mom, and my brother, and he would tell us, and we would just be dying, laughing, and on the couch. He's like, yo, this girl, yo. Like, you don't got no fucking ass, yo. What the fuck is that? With that sweet back? What the fuck? Like, yo, my brother's a New Yorker. Like, the sweet back. What the fuck is that?
He said she had a big banging big booty Judy. No, she had a big back Jackie.
And the bad thing about it is, I said, yo, bro, did you actually, ask her for a picture or something like that? Yeah, she showed me a picture, but now I know why she only showed me a portrait picture. She ain't never showed me nothing from the bottom. She only went.
Oh, you saying we stay here in frame. We stay right here in frame. Right here. Right here. That is hilarious. That is, I see. You know what? In hindsight, these guys be having it hard. Y'all be getting all kind of anything, you know. And it be an array of women from different sizes and heights to everything. I'm sorry, guys.
So let's just continue on with this article, and then we can open up open up the topics, right? So with the essential crisis, I was down here talking about our digital selves. That's how I even got back on the MySpace Black Planet and all that stuff like that. So it's telling us that we have to leave our old digital selves behind. So as social media is shifting from niche platforms to mainstream spaces, it's involved for casual, spontaneous posts from small networks to carefully curated content for a wider world. People realized that they were being watched by more than just friends. Impression management became about shaping an image for family, employers, and the algorithms. Social media profiles turned into polished, public-facing records meant to last rather than snapshots of the day-to-day life. So pretty much they're getting into when you become a content creator, or when now people who was just posting, now everything is actually detailed. Like you're taking time of the day. What's the best day to take this photo? You're hiring people to take photos and videos of you, of your quote unquote daily activities, right? Like, so this is what they're literally getting into. This means we must adapt to the idea of many small digital deaths of our different digital identities. Just as parts of our real life identities shift and fade through school, career, and social circles and groups, our online roles and identities will also disappear. It is not physical mortality, but a reminder that digital selves are just as impermanent. So, what do you think about that little paragraph before I go on?
That's interesting. I didn't see that you was reading before. That's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because it's literally telling us is that we're going to be, while we're online, we're also be going through these little deaths, right? And it's very similar to our ego deaths, right? Or when people have an ego death, because you build up a certain persona online, you build up a certain way people want to view your channels or your little accounts and stuff like that. You build it up to the way where it's going to attract whoever the viewer is. Then now you realize that before it used to only be for your friends and families, people who actually knew who you were outside and offline, and now you are somewhat a celebrity now. When you have other followers and stuff that don't know anything about you, but only everything that you portray online. And now we see the outcome, or we see what happens when people lose their channel. Just think about it. Think about how people react when they have to lose their channel. Think about how people react when they have to rebuild all over again. Like they're literally going through a digital death. And especially if whatever persona that they had online was very lucrative, it brought more followers and subscribers, nobody wants to redo that again. And they're saying, so while they're saying this, they're saying that it's also having a problem because people are also having a problem letting go of their online identity and what they have curated for themselves. They're having hard trouble to do that because, especially if their online identity is not who they are outside, it's hard to let that go, because outside you might not have 300 people who is willing to listen to you, but online you have 500 or 5,000 people willing to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of sad if you really think about it, right? You get offline, you're regular smegular, but you're online, everybody wants to know your every move. Everybody wants to know your thoughts and shit, and how to deal with those different realities.
That's interesting. Yay, MJ, you're such a great breaker downer. But as you were talking, I like TV and movies and shows, so things start coming to mind. And I want to say it was an episode of course, I like stuff like this. So, episode of Hawthorne with the Jada Pinkett
Mm-hmm.
as a doctor, and in that show, and then it also brought to mind how not only are you looking at the YouTube and the Instagram and the Facebook, but you also have your gaming community where these people are attached to this personality that they've created as a gamer, right? So you take away their
Mm-hmm.
games, you destroy the game, they lose. Like the one I saw one video of a woman who got her boyfriend back by deleting his account, his game account. He was so attached to who he was as a gamer, he was invincible. He felt strong. He was this big man, but in real life, that wasn't who he was. Um,
Right.
and then it was just such a huge disappointment in how he was just like, we're breaking up now, things are over. And she's like, all I did was delete your account. And in his mind, it's like, you just basically deleted who I am in the world to these people, right? But the Hawthorne
Right.
episode was interesting because in one of that episodes, the young man, the cup things were happening, in this guy's daily life. He had gotten to the point where his influence was his reach was getting so far that he was actually asking his viewers to make this choices to make decisions for him. So
Mm-hmm.
should I Should we go here or should people do it all the time, right? They hold up the piece
Yeah,
of
they do it now,
paper,
right?
right?
Yeah.
And they hold the piece of paper and they say, you know, nail appointment or, you know, facial, right?
Right.
So he would let the audience decide that down to the, of course, it has to be dramatic and it's something has to do with medical
Correct.
medicine because it's on the show, but down to the point where he actually needed medical attention and he was asking his audience, should I go to the hospital or should I go to the emergency? Should I go
Mm-hmm.
into the clinic and just get checked out or should I go to the ER? And then he
How
got
did
to the
he
next.
die?
No, spoiler alert. He actually needed some sort of procedure, and the hospital staff was having a hard time getting him to understand that he needs to make the decision for himself and his body. But I'm saying that to say, if you want to, if anyone listening went back and would go back and watch that episode or like Hawthorne, in that episode, he was down to the point where he was not. It actually debilitated his ability to make the decision by himself. He was so engrossed in the people and this persona that he had online that he had gotten to the point where it was they were making decisions and it was his likes were going up, his cash apps were coming in. You can hear his phone going ching 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 as he makes his, you know, choose A or B, guys, as the show progressed. He was getting money, and he trying to explain it to the hospital staff. So remember, there's a divide in age, right? So the hospital staff is trying to understand, what are you doing? You need help at this point. This is at this point, you know, in his mind, well, I'm a social media phenom and I can't do anything without my social media being attached to it. They're on the other side, they're saying, why can't you just make a decision for your own health and safety? So as you were talking and reading that, that's what came to mind. I'm like, wow, that means that in that presentation, that guy was completely unable to decide for himself anything because he had everything attached to the social persona. He had everything attached to it. So the moment
That's
you asked him to
crazy.
unplug, turn it off, because they came in the hospital bed and they were like, turn off the phone and you have to decide because you're gonna get sick. You need this procedure. You need this medicine. And he was like, I can't because my audience said don't do it. And him and his girlfriend are looking at each other, and then the hospital staff is saying, put the phone down and decide. And he's like, I can't. My audience said don't do it. And he's in pain. And he's like, what do you guys think I should do? Should I take to the procedure or not? And he was literally disconnected and unable to decide that for his life or death for himself. So when you were reading that, I'm just imagining, wow, that was just a presentation on on a show. Just imagine someone who's so connected, like you're saying, you're dying without if you can disconnect from this image. If people
Yeah.
see you in real life, it has to match. So the other thing about him being a content creator was he had to live out what he was online. So when he said, I can't have people walk up to me and I'm not the same person. So he literally was living everything out online, like some content creators we know do that. Like everything they do is online because I can't be that much different if someone walked up to me and met me in person. So those two dynamics was happening just in that scene on the TV show, on that show where it came down to him having to make a decision for himself and he was unable because he was so connected to this social persona and social media that he wasn't even able to think through his own problem and
Well,
to make sure he was
let's
okay.
see what Silent JMR25 says. Gaming was the way he was making money, and she deleted his character. So like that's so I definitely understand what you're saying. What you're saying is really, really scary. But yeah, like that would have make a man mad if that's their hustle and you don't really understand that hustle because you're not a gamer. You don't understand that they have to be on it a long time, right? Like a gamer as in you not only just playing like sports or something, like even if you was like you play poker and stuff online, you got to learn how to study people. You're going to have to learn new tricks. You have to wait for the new updates and stuff like that. And if that is their source of income, then you deleting their source of income, yeah, I would be upset too. Like, I would. So like in that sense, that would be like crazy. Let's see. Natasha said, my son told me yesterday that someone tried meth daily for 30 days for content.
Yeah,
So
because they'll tap into the social media.
Social media clout can be dangerous for creators and watchers. Yes, it really is, because you remember when they was having all those doggone challenges on TikTok and stuff? Like that was
The
crazy.
people going
Like,
to Ace.
hell?
What was that water challenge? But that was actually some people who actually have that that syndrome or
Hey
disease.
Bracy, what's going on? Good day to you, sir.
So
Yeah,
they're
but
putting
they was
water
having so
over
many
their bodies
challenges.
to simulate someone who's going through actual pain, and they're probably sending their body to shock. And the ice challenge, was it? Ice water challenge?
Yeah, it was the ice water challenge, but that was supposed to raise awareness to I think that when the football players was getting, what is that, the CT thing, I forgot what it's called, but there was that ice challenge where you pour the bucket of ice on you. It was supposed to be like made for awareness, but they were doing a lot of
people were getting sick too, MJ, because in the cinnamon challenge or whatever it was, people were
the cinnamon
ending
challenge.
up in hospital.
And yeah, I was like, what in the world? And I heard about some of these challenges where these TikTokers and people were dying, and kids were dying from doing these challenges and stuff. It's I don't know, like
the crate challenge had folks' knees and calves getting messed up.
Oh my god, people were breaking legs and everything.
Literally.
I was like, what is going on with y'all?
Down on my knee. That knee that came down on that knee right there.
I was like, oh my god! I was like, why are y'all doing that? Why y'all? Thank you, Sharon. ALS, yes,
ALS
exactly.
challenge, yep, Sharon.
ALS. Right. I was like, what is wrong with y'all people? Y'all crazy? What y'all doing? What is y'all doing? Let's see.
And it was supposed to be symbolic of what a person with ALS feels like, but see, that didn't. Yeah.
I mean, it worked. It did bring awareness. And on top of that, they did say that it was some healthy benefits for actually, jumping in an ice bath or pouring the ice water on you. It's supposed to give you some benefits, some health benefits for that. Roy said the closest thing I did to that was being a part of a lot of pro-Black communities on Google Plus, and then canceled that. What happened, Royce? You realized that the pro-Black communities on those apps wasn't really pro-Black? Yeah, we all learned that eventually. We all do. Let's see. Kill says this gamer was making millions online in 2K. His girlfriend deleted his whole account. Ooh, yeah. I don't know. Is that grounds for the relationship is over? I don't know. No, I think so. I think so. I think that's yeah, you need to get about my house type of situation. I'm just saying. Woo. Yeah, exactly, Bracy. Yeah, the ice plunge had multiple health benefits. Yeah, I remember reading it. Yeah, but I would think that would be grounds for getting up out my house if I was making millions off of playing a game. Like I was able, because not that many people are capable of making a whole career playing video games, right? Like there that percentage of people who are able to do that is very, very, very small. Like I'll have to cut you. I would never shame any man who was actually making a lot of money playing video games, and then somebody just say, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Delete. Oh, hell no. Absolutely not. No. You're going to have to go. Absolutely not. No, it will be quite similar if she has something that was making her money, right? Like, let's say if she was a makeup artist and she always had to go out there and buy all these different type of new products so she can do it for her customers and something, and the person's like, you know what, I don't like you wearing makeup and all this shit, I don't like all this makeup in my bathroom, and just throw all her new products and stuff out in the garbage and shit like that. Nah, my nigga, you gonna have to go. like, who are you? You gonna have to go. Are you crazy? Shoot. That's what happened. Kill said that's what happened. He broke down and kicked her out. Yeah, I would agree. I'm sorry. Like that's just too much. That's OD. Like, what are you doing? It's something completely different if the gentleman had a full, like, you knew he had a full-time job, and that every time he had free time, the only thing he wants to do is play video games. Because then I would be like, all right, well, why, if anything, why are you even in a relationship or anything like that if all your free time is just going to be me time? If all your free time is me time, then you don't need a relationship. You're comfortable with being with yourself, so just be with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, seriously. So it says link rot and decay of the online world. We come to see just how unstable the internet really is. Entire websites, companies, and archives and users can vanish, sometimes gradually, sometimes in an instant. One clear sign of this inability is link rot, the slow death of hyperlinks as websites are taken down, restructured, or lose hosting. Did somebody pop in? Let's see. Nope. All right. Just making sure. All right. So it says 72% of the links to content from 1998 are dead. And according to Pew Research, about 40% of links die after a decade. Digital decay is a feature of the internet. There are no guarantees of permanence online. Psychology is tough to accept that digital content decays far faster than the physical media. We're deeply attached to our digital selves. The majority of people use social media daily, and the average person spends 2 hours daily using social media. Yet, confronting the impermanence of these online spaces can be difficult. So again, it goes down to what I was talking about, the psychological impact of our digital media. Even when we lose it on the internet, or it disappears, or like how we lose our email addresses, how we don't remember our password for certain accounts and stuff like that, we can't let go. Our physical mind, we can't let go what we built online, even though the internet will eventually let it go. And we are finding it difficult to do that. Attachment styles and digital identities. So it says attachment styles, which describe how we form emotional bonds and expectations in relationships, shape how we approach trust and reliability. These styles, shaped in part by our early relationships with caregivers and in part by our adult lives, influence how we relate not only to people, but can also be used as a lens to understand our relationships with our digital identities. We have a pattern of relating to our online identities that may be related to our underlying beliefs about people and the world around us. So they're talking about the attachment styles and what influence us and how we shape our relationships with expectations of relationships and emotional bonds. Many of us operate with a secure attachment where we trust that our relationships and social environment are stable, safe, and reciprocal. For those who secure attachment, the assumption may be that these digital representations will also be stable, fair, and reciprocal. However, the terms and conditions typically say otherwise. So, again, how we form our relationships where you're expected to be reciprocated, you expected for you to be safe, and it's going to be stable or consistent. That is not the internet. The internet is completely the opposite. You're not safe. It's not stable, and you might not get what you give out. That's what it's literally saying. And they're saying that people are having a hard time realizing that how unstable social media is, and also the persona of their digital footprint, how it's going to change, how it's going to adapt, and it might not be reciprocated, it might not even be accepted really. The fragility of digital media and records can disrupt our attachment to the online identities we construct and curate. The more invested we are in our digital selves, the harder it becomes to reconcile their impairments. That realization can cause real anxiety that speaks to our understanding of the world and the importance for many people of digital identities. So, like I said, digital media is fragile. It's going to change. This is something that we built. This is our baby. We built our channels. We built our social media following. We're content creators and all that stuff like that. Some people are not understanding that they're having anxiety, or the simple fact is that can be taken away from them. We also seen it now that people's personas can be destroyed online. It can be no longer the trend. You can lose numbers, you can lose followers. One situation happened and occur, all of a sudden now you're perceived in a different light, and you worked and you built for your persona and your reputation online, and it can literally be gone in the next. So this is what they're actually talking about right now. Let's see. So it says a couple real ones gave me their Facebook before they canceled it though. Right. Let's see. Jalen said, like Left Eye burned that football player's sneakers and burned down his man. Yeah. Like, woo, that was real. Like, but he still loved her. He was like, baby, I love you. He said, baby, I love you. I don't care. I don't care. Burn down my mansion again. Burn my sneakers. Burn my disc tapes. I don't care. I love you, Left Eye. He didn't care. He did not care at all. He was with it. All right, so here we have separation anxiety for digital accounts. Separation anxiety is common experience in childhood, marked by intense worry and fear when separated from a trusted caregiver. This anxiety is a heightened version of normal attachment behavior, where a child's concern for losing contact with a key figure becomes overwhelming, even leading to panic over anticipated or actual separation. While it's a natural part of development, it can escalate into a more severe form that causes persistent fear of loss and distress. The concept of separation anxiety has clear parallels with our relationships with our digital identities. How many people would feel genuinely anxious at the prospect of losing access to their online social media accounts? The fear of losing access to a piece of one's digital identity can evoke anxiety, much like losing contact with a value relationship. Now, you know what? That is very interesting and real right there, right? Because we have seen how people act and operate when they can't get into their social media, when they can't get into their phone, when they can't get into all their millions of accounts, their Snapchat, their whatever, their Twitter. Like, it was at one point, like, you seen how Elon Musk, a man who makes billions, was complaining that he was being blocked on Twitter before he bought it. That was the reason why he bought it. But the simple fact that he wasn't even able to speak his mind anymore and have an account is when he had to be like, you know what? I'm going to take it over, and I'm going to open up the floodgates of hell on Twitter, because I should be able to say whatever I want, and I'm going to allow everybody else to say what they want. But just think about it. This is a man who's a billionaire, and he has nothing when it comes down to economic status. He has nothing to compete for. He has nothing to prove anymore. But the simple fact is that he felt that one platform was not going to allow him to say what he wanted to say. It was his job and his duty to make sure that now he owns it, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. So that's just an example to show you that we are really close and tied to our digital media. We are close and tied to our digital identity, our digital footprint. We are attached to that. And I think that we're also more attached to that than actual our personal or our interpersonal relationships in our life. We can go days without speaking to a loved one. We can go days without speaking to our mama, our brother. Some people go weeks and stop speaking to their children. But yet we can't let go what our persona or what is going on, what we're doing when it comes down to our digital media. And then we have to think about it like that. They set it up that way, right? This is why we are walking around with little computers where we can access everything on our little computer, right? Anything. Not only can you do work on your phone, you can make money on your phone. You have full context or full access to anything that you want on your phone. And it has not made us better if you really think about it. We can literally go days without saying hi to our own parents before we go a day without even being on YouTube or Facebook or IG or Snapchat or Twitter or whatever. We will go days with speaking with someone that we say that we love before we let go of this digital media. And that says a lot. That says a lot about us as a society. That we will literally catch a heart attack and have anxiety first if we can't get into our accounts. But we don't skip a beat if it is someone that was our real loved one. That's sad. I told you it wasn't going to be like I told you it was going to be dropped down just a little bit. Anyway, let's go. An existential crisis in digital identity. How do we come to terms with the fact that our digital identities can be far more fragile and fleeting than our physical selves? With so much time, emotion, and thought invested in building online identities tied to a specific platform, it can be unsettling to realize that they can disappear overnight. The internet, much like our social lives, is constantly in flux. But unlike human relationships, which have evolved over millennia, digital networks are shaped by current technology, corporate interests, and the physical limitations of data storage. When digital identity plays a significant role in shaping your life, anxiety about your digital identity can draw attention to the fact that something is wrong. It's a chance to rethink how to use technology. We can't ignore the technology, but we can be deliberate about how we use online platforms and what parts of our identity and social relationships we choose to digitize. Digital spaces and relationships, like physical ones, are less permanent than we might wish. The key is to recognize that the impairments of the internet doesn't have to trigger an essential crisis if we treat digital spaces as useful tools for connections, not the core of our identity. Just as healthy social relationships rely on more than a single connection, our well-being should not be tied solely to one platform or profile. Digital identities should enhance our well-being and relationships, not define them. Use them deliberately so if one disappears, it's not a crisis, just a small shift in how you interact with the digital and physical world. And these are the references, like you can reference 1988 Possessions and the Extended Self. You have the computerization media and the paradox of the performance. And then you could also look at the attachment theoretical framework for personality disorders. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, but that was very interesting because we see this now. We see this now. We see that a lot of people cannot disassociate their online life from real world life. A lot of people don't know the difference between online consequences and offline consequences, right? More and more these things are intertwining and people think that it's the same result. So that means when you get away with shit that you do online, you think that you don't have the same consequences or you don't have any consequences when you get offline. Right? A lot of people move that way. A lot, because they think that this is their world. Of course, right? It's the world that you created, especially when it's on your channel and on your panel and stuff like that. You created it, you outlined it exactly the way that is comfortable to you. You know the risks and you know the things that you're willing to risk and the things that you're not willing to risk. So you will curate your channel in that matter. But we need to get back to a healthy balance between our online identity and personality and what is offline and who you are. So now I'm at the point where we're going to talk about this chitlin circuit. I know that was what y'all was waiting on, right? Yeah, Jalen, we about to get into it now. All right. I could take these off. I'm not reading anymore. These are my reading glasses. All right. So I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm done with the chitlin circuit. I'm done with the chitlin circuit. Y'all can have it. Okay? And I'm dead ass. Y'all can have it. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Don't want to be associated with it. Don't want my name popped up in it. Nothing. It's clear to me that this sector, what this sector is all about, is exploitation, and I want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it at all. So I am doing my due diligence to remove myself from it. I don't want to be associated with any of it at all. There will still be people that I still support. There will still be people that I will go into their channel because I love their content. I like their conversations and I like their intellect. But out of those few people, you will not see my digital footprint no longer. I don't want to be a part of the exploitation sector. And I will tell you right here, and I'm keeping 100. Anybody else a part of it, I don't want you here either. You can go. No hard feelings, but you can go. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not going to be a part of it anymore. I'm not going to be a part of no drama. I'm not going to be a part of a no fucking hearsay, gossip, none of that. I don't want to deal with it anymore, and I'm not going to deal with it anymore. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. So I'm literally excusing myself because it's beneath me. My content and stuff like that, I'm going to still do that I'm interested in, and that's what I'm going to do. You will find me mostly at my channel when I'm able to like go online or something like that, or do a live stream, or maybe even do a video, which I think I will be going back to doing more pre-recordings. That's how I started off when I came into YouTube 5 years ago. But all this other stuff, I'm not with it. Not with it. You know why? Because eventually it's going to die. Eventually it's going to die. Eventually YouTube and everybody else, and even the FBI and the CIA, is going to realize that this exploitation sector is exactly what it is. It's exploiting people. Exploiting their problems, their fears, things that's going on in their life, making up internet beef, gossip, and all that stuff like that for money. For money. And I don't want to be a part of it at all. So you don't have to worry about me at all. At all. So I don't have to have anybody coming, telling me anything, saying anything, referencing this, referencing that. I'm so beyond that. It's ridiculous. I'm actually linking up with a couple of other people that's outside of this sector that is interested in my commentary and some of my I would say content that I do. And I'm going to be moving forward in that direction. So again, like I said, outside of the few people that I really do enjoy this show and I really do enjoy their content and the things that I do, my digital footprint will not be in this sector anymore. In fact, I will be, what's the thing, unsubscribing to a lot of fucking people too, because I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be associated with the sector at all. Don't care. And also one thing too, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what anybody think about me. I don't give a two flying fuck. I want you to keep on with your fucking narratives, keep on with your fucking lies, keep on with your assumptions, do it all. Do whatever makes you float your boat and tickle your fucking pickle. I can care fucking less. Don't move in more shit. Oh yeah, yes, darling. Yes, I am going. Yes, fitness content time. You are absolutely right. Well, you know what? It's funny because Natasha, somebody called me, what was the other day? Somebody said that, what was I, a diabetes? They said I'm diabetes. So apparently people think I'm fat. Oh, how freaking wrong they are. But yes, let them believe that. He said, yes, I got the fitness coming. I definitely got the fitness coming. Oh, thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I do have fitness content coming. I've been videotaping, but it's more about like the editing and all the stuff like that. Oh, what do you mean get up, girl? Like, Jayla, don't be telling me to get up. Look. Look now. I got my little shorts and stuff on. Nah. I'ma stay seated. They ain't ready. But yeah, I do have the content. I do have fitness content coming. I'm still thinking whether or not it's going to be on a different channel. I'm trying to see whether or not if this is going to stay just a psychology conversation channel, and if I'm going to do a separate fitness channel. So I might just do a separate fitness channel. So then it will be like more vlogging style, because I know that you and a couple other people, Natasha, that was asking me, what did I do for like legs, glutes, training arms, small waist, abs, stuff like that. So I do want to make sure like I have it like a vlogging type of thing, because it would actually be better. It will just be like, it will look better than just me added in some like fitness here and there in this, what's the name? I don't want to actually like change the algorithm of this channel. I just want to clean it up, right? Because the algorithm, the things that I talk about, I think they're really good conversations to talk about. I think they're really good topics and content to talk about. I just need to clean it up just a little bit. Clean it up so I can actually move into a better algorithm. Because like I said, I'm done with the Chitlin circuit. I don't want to be a part of the exploitation sector anymore. I don't need it. Don't. Let's see. Most people don't understand the difference between lean muscle mass and body fat percentage. Yeah, I know. They really don't. They really don't, because my body fat percentage is normal. It's normal, and I'm still chiseling it down because I do actually have a bodybuilding competition that's coming up at the end of December. So I have to get ready. So that takes time. I bet it takes a lot of time. Let's see. She said, no worries. I've been waiting patiently. Plus, this content is helpful too. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. I'll show you. Let me see. Do I want to show y'all a little something? I don't know. Do I want to show y'all a little something? Let's see. I could show y'all a little something. I think I could do it. Let's see. Is it that one? All right, let's see. Nope, that's not it. It's crazy because I don't really even log in. Normally don't even log into my Instagram, and that's why a lot of people don't even have my Instagram. But my Facebook be popping, and I'm literally known for my workouts. That's the funny thing about it too, and my workout videos. But we shall see. Oh, okay. So before I even do that, let's see. She said, run and don't look back. It's not beneficial at all. Just harmful content for people that don't have any real talents. Yeah, I mean, they have talent. I'm not gonna say that they're talentless, kinfolk. The talent that they have is it's just not beneficial. It's just not beneficial. It doesn't help people. I see it affecting people more, like in a negative way. In a negative way is affecting people more than in a positive way. That's what I've seen. And I just don't want to be a part of it. Like the scamming for the, scamming, doing whatever you have to do for the almighty dollar is not my move. That's not my style. It just ain't. It's not my style. I don't have, and I'm not gonna say I don't have to. I mean, I really don't, because I don't make any money being up here. I don't make money being up here. I don't make money going to anybody's channel. I don't make money going to anybody's panel. In fact, I'm literally considered a pay pig, right? I'm on the list, right? So how am I benefiting? How am I benefiting? Not. I'm not. Definitely not. Definitely not cool when you're trying to support and you're trying to help people, but then all you do is just getting fucking attacked. I have no fucking time for that, especially when I can't fucking do what I need to do to people the way that I want to. I have no time for that. These people need to get a job and stop being flying. Yeah, I mean, but this space creates a lot of flying monkeys. It's the nature of the space, which I don't want to be a part of. But that's not all of YouTube. So you're right to expand into. Yes, I am. I'm going to expand into more beneficial spaces. Like I said, I've been in contact with people in the Muslim space, in the Asian space, even some people in the white space. I also been in contact, like I'm probably going back to my debate leagues and going back to the debate space. That's what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, me and the Chitlin circuit, where it's a wrap. It's over. Y'all can have it. you can completely have it. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Hi, Robin. I'm trying to see if I can get the what's the name? He said, I'm playing with my son, but I would like to still listen to your content. Oh yeah, yeah, sure, absolutely. Now, what is funny, IG Knit? Please tell us. Inquiring Minds wants to know what is funny. No, Lana, you don't bring drama. Absolutely not. You've been a very diehard supporter from the beginning, and I really do appreciate you. I do. I really, really appreciate you, Lana. You such a sweetheart. Really. And you don't go with what you call it? You don't go with that what is it? That group mentality, that crowd mentality. You don't do things like that. You have always had your own opinion, and you know what's so funny? There was times that you didn't agree with me, but you was always like listen, I might not like this, but you know what? I respect your perspective, and I love your content, and I appreciate you. I honestly do. I honestly do. I don't look for I don't look for people to just only just like to agree with me. That's not my style. It really isn't. That's not my style. If anything, I literally go spearheaded into conversations with people who don't agree with me because I like different perspectives and I like learning from different people. So I really don't want an echo chamber. I don't want that. We have too many of those. We definitely have too many of those as it is right now. Let's see. I might have to change it. All right. It says log into Facebook. Ugh. Why do I have to? Oh, matter of fact, let me put down a link if anybody wants to come up. You're more than welcome. I'll put down a link again while I'm looking for something. And then I'll be hitting the hay soon because I got to get up early in the morning and do my travels. Going on the country where she come. Is that it? No, it didn't work. There we go. So if anybody wants to come up, you can. If you don't, that's cool. That's fine. While I'm doing this. So Robin says, people literally bringing things up from several months ago is weird. Oh, I don't know that. Let's see. I think I'm being targeted. I know how you feel, Robin. But friends again months after. I don't understand. I really tried my best. Yeah, I mean, but that's why I said that I'm not going to be a part of the Chitlin circuit anymore. Because what we realize is that people are not really mad at anybody. People are not really upset about things. You know, it's not really that important. Natasha, yes, I don't even try to understand anymore. Yeah. There's nothing about understanding anything anymore. And if you're looking for logic, you're not going to get it here. I'm just going to keep it 100. You're not going to get it here. Let's see. Jalen, I don't think so. People acting like the FBI. Well, I mean, shit. Robin, shit. Man, listen. MJ, stay being sweet. Don't let any of these vicious people taint your spirit. Oh, thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. You know, it's not about letting anybody change who I am. I'm gonna always be me. All right. What I have realized is that I'm not for this space. That's what I have realized. And that's what I have accepted, that I should not have never been here. This is not the space I should have ever associated myself with. I should have stayed where I was at and continue to have done that. That's what I should have done. That I had no business being here at all. So that's the only thing. Like I said, it's not about me leaving or nothing. It's not even about me taking a break. It's just about me literally removing myself from the Chitlin circuit. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not a part of the circus anymore. I'm out of the circus. I'm out of the circus. Let's see. Back into the clouds I go. I have a lot of CC that I appreciate. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's so unfortunate because we need your energy here to balance things out. It's too much demonic energy, but I definitely understand where you're coming from. No, yeah, I understand it. I understand it, but you know what? It's just like I can't. Even if my energy was there to balance things out, was my energy really appreciated though? No, it wasn't appreciated. It was just utilized. And utilizing ain't a bad thing, but that doesn't mean it was appreciated or valued. I came in with good intentions. I stayed for the fuckery. I'm stepping back into the aware spirit. Hope you get some peace of mind. Oh, Jack, listen, like Jack. Listen, I don't know you for that long. You only been my number one stalker for a couple months. But I would say even within those months, I enjoy your character, sir. I enjoy your character. You make me laugh. You say some crazy, funny shit, goofy shit, and you have been supportive for a lot of people. And I've seen you support people that I personally don't believe that that you actually really like, and you will still support them. So just shout out to you being you, sir. Shout out to you being you. Let's see. This sector is evil and dangerous. I am not an internet baby. Oh, didn't what's the name have that song? That gay dude. He had the internet baby song. I think he did. Keep up with the content on your channel. You posted one day. I saved. Yeah, I even got a notification, Jack, on your channel about one of the content that you did, and it was just literally like a whole bunch of clips of you sending Snapchats of hundreds and $20s and $50 to this I guess this panel. I don't even know what panel it was, but I thought it was pretty cool. That was a dope way to do things. It was different. That was a different set of content. Jack just pretends to be a troll adjacent. Yeah, he don't really be trolling. He's just really be supporting people. He's a honest, he really do support. Yeah, he is. He definitely is. Like I said, I enjoyed him. And it was not in no scary way or anything like that. That's why I designated him my number one stalker. It says, Kinfo said, I said it before. I hope to see you on Themis panel one day. I would love to see you do some interviews with people about mental health. Keep thriving. Thank you so much, Kinfo. The funny thing about it is, Kinfo, that's where I'm leading back to. Because you remember, I used to be on Themis's channel. I used to be on Themis's panel. Before Kay actually started coming, I used to be on Themis's panel. So hopefully, I'll move myself back in that trajectory. But I can't deal with this nonsense anymore. Yeah, I used to be on Themis' panel. That's kind of crazy, right? Did y'all would say that? That is kind of shame. Oh yeah, Jalen, number one stalker in my New York accent. Wait, okay, so I'm trying to send this. Hold on. I'm still trying to show you guys what's going on. Why is it not opening? Oh my god. Okay, they sent an email. Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah, I was on. Yeah, I used to be on Themis' channel. On his panel. Yep. But then I had a different name then. So that's why you probably didn't remember me. And I definitely didn't cam up then either. So, yeah. I definitely didn't cam up then. Oh, let's see. Natasha said, I could see you on Orlanati's channel or doing something. Oh, who's that? I don't know who that is. Orlanati's. I think I seen the name, but I think that I don't really know who that is. If you want to put a link to that channel so if I can, review it and stuff, that'd be great. If you want to do that. Let's see. I try to engage in debate and bring a little levity to the space. But even my nonchalant personality can't shield me from the chaos. I'm not built for this space. I'm no good at beefing, it seems. No, that's not true. I think that you don't really be trying to beef with anyone. Like, a part of those, like I say, like debates are different, right? Because like I said, debates are literally arguing about the topic. Beefing is personal, right? That's the difference. Beefing is personal. Beefing is all about arguing or taking jabs and shouting out the person that you're arguing with, trying to prove them wrong, trying to get the upper edge on when it comes down to the mental war that y'all going through, right? So debate is different. It's control. Beef is not control. People can go how low and how high they want to. It's not controlled. And that's why we see a lot of times that it gets out of control here because it's not controlled. Hey, how you doing, Truth? Good to see you. Good to see you, sir. All right, so let's see. Resetting. Oh, that don't look like that match. Let's see. Robin says, funny thing is most of us don't have beef. We just make opinions and speculate like most of the people here. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, it doesn't really seem like there is really any beef, honestly. I beef with Jack, but we can settle it. Let's see. I think a lot of content creators in this sector aren't meant to be content creators. They're too hypersensitive. Well, I would say in this sector, in this particular space, which is called the Chitlin circuit, that's what I named it. That's what, don't take it from me. I'm coining it, the Chitlin sector. The Chitlin sector is all about you not being sensitive. All right. You can't be sensitive. You can't take anything to heart. The things that they say about you, the comments that they make, the lies, the whatever, you have to literally be disattached to all that. Right? So that's where they come with the analogy of thick skin, tough skin. It's funny because a person like me on the outside, I don't play like that. Right? It's either two things going to happen if it was offline. It's either I'm going to deal with you legally, or I'm going to deal with you with my hands. Either one, I really don't play like that. But that's all this space is dealt with. This space is all about playing online. It's all about playing online in this space. Everything is a joke. Everything is a ha ha hoo hoo. Everything. I could say the most egregious shit. I could do the most egregious shit, whatever not, and I'm gonna go to sleep at night and act like I ain't say something like that or I ain't do something like that. It's all jokes on here. I don't play those jokes in real life. I will handle you legally or I will handle you on the streets. Either way, I don't play with you when it comes real life. And this is why I said that your online persona can get you fucked up out here when it comes out and when you step outside. Because not everybody's for play. Not everybody's joking with you. Especially when people tell you to leave them the fuck alone. Let's see. I hope everyone gets something to think about from this space. There's a lot of good content creators here. They fight the good fight, even if their methods are not aligned. Some are trying to do good. Yes, I do know that, and I acknowledge the ones that do. I acknowledge the ones that do. Like, y'all don't really know. Like, I be literally sometimes when I'm online and stuff like that, you don't really necessarily know that I'm online, but I'll be literally listening and supporting. Even if I don't write in the chat, I'm there and I'm listening and I'm supporting. Because there is people who do great content that I enjoy. Ooh, hold on. There are people that do great content that I enjoy. Oh, I gotta write that down. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not freaking old and I'm gonna forget it. Yeah, but I try to support as much as I possibly can. I really do. Let's see. Right people don't listen. They are ignorant as fuck. If you put yourself out there, people will make and form opinions around you. No one is exempt for that. Yeah, it's not about being exempt. It's not about being exempt. Absolutely not. It's all fake beef. It's just about, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll fuck your ass up for real. For real. Everything is a fucking got you moment. Yeah, absolutely. Robin says, yeah, opinions are one thing, but doxing and lying on people is a whole other thing. I don't support doxing and slandering at all. It's disgusting. Yeah, I mean, it does get different, right? Because like it gets dangerous, right? Not everybody, people have lives, people have children, people careers and jobs that they actually work for and care about can be affected, and those are things that you shouldn't be taking light. But it just seems that people don't take those things seriously, that you can actually affect somebody's life out there. I support and shout out the worthy, but even my pockets and patience has limits, but I gotta go. I know. See you later, Jack. Truth says hippos and contras. Yep. Hey, world class. How you doing, sir? How are you? This all your fault, world class. It's all your fault. It's all your fault, world class. I'm leaving the Chitlin circuit. I'm out. I'm out. You ain't gonna see me, bruh, unless you come on my channel. I am staying literally one way. One way. All right, let's see. Wait, y'all moving the chat so fast. Hold on. So was Miss Jalen PR? Because she said that this about an hour ago. I stand with Jalen. Yeah, she be PRing. You know, that's my manager. You know, you always my favorite. Yeah, you are his favorite, Natasha. You are his favorite. Authenticity and integrity is very limited. It is. It is. And I have, you know, my integrity has suffered. My reputation has suffered. A lot of things have suffered. But I'm on the up and up. And the only way that you can do that, you have to cut the fucking cancer out to do that. It'd be like that. Yep, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. If you want to come up, you can come up, world class. You could definitely come up. But I am out of the chicken circlet entirely. I'm done. I'm done. Because if I've said it like this, if I don't get out of the chicken circuit, I'm gonna catch another case. Staying away doesn't mean you're staying one way. This is actually a growth opportunity. All the options are open. Yes, it is. It is. That's why I'm looking at it. It's a new. It's definitely a new. Yes, Jalen is public relations. She is my public relations manager. Okay. So she sends me a lot of stuff and helps me a lot of stuff to go over and review. I will definitely be here when you go live. Sometimes I get notifications late, but I definitely enjoy the content. Oh, I thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sad part is no one will never know what good people are. You know what? Only certain people are supposed to know what a good person is. Right? And that's what I have learned and I have understand now that when you're not meant to be for everyone, you really need just to accept that God don't want you to be for everyone. Not everyone is supposed to know you. Not everyone is supposed to be able to talk to you, speak with you, anything, right? Or even enjoy your presence. Like that's just what it is, and you just have to accept that. Like that is not a slight or nothing. That's literally it's letting you know that you're unique, and that's just what it is. Right? I am too cute for. You too. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Like me being used to being in uniforms and stuff like that, that's one color. I might look good in a mug shot. I'm just saying. I might look damn good in a mug shot. Oops. Yeah, it is a lot going on in these space right now. But like I said, I'm just removing myself. I'm removing myself from this space. I don't think it's healthy and I don't think it's wise at all. Right, a reason for a season. Oh, I wish that they had the thing. What is it? A lot of what's going on is rehash drama that should have been dead a long time ago. This is purely about content strategy. Yeah, I mean, but even within that, it's just like it's just toxic. I don't know why people the fuck want to be around this shit. You speak God's word over it. That space needs people who know the good book. Yeah. For purpose and content. Yeah. You're not allowed to get arrested. I know. Locked up, won't let me out. Won't let me out. Got locked up, won't let me out. No. So don't mess with me. I steady been trying the moment. Why do what I do? Yeah, I love that shit. All right, so let's see if I can. Crap. Why is it not working? I've been sitting up here trying to fix it. There you go. Saying it again. All right, let's see if that works. Why are you killing me, kid? What the hell? That is it. What are you doing? Woosah, woosah. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I'm waiting for the next video to finish now. 1 Peter 5:8-9. This is one special for your militant mind. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. You're okay? You sound like you're falling. No, not falling. I'm just over it. I'm just over it. Yes, I'm doing better. Stop trying to fight evil with evil and overcome it with good. Yeah. Let's see. If I don't, tequila's gonna give me my arch. You don't want that smoke with tequila now. But then again, this space doesn't deserve good people. Too many demons feeding off the cloud. Yeah, I mean, like at this one point, you just literally just need to, remove yourself. Okay, I gotta get back in this video editing. All right, thank you. Oh, you singing. Oh. Oh. I wasn't really singing. I'm just like literally, I could sing, but I wasn't really singing at that time. I was just literally just singing, like, just humming the words. Humming the words. That's all. That was all. That wasn't like real singing. Like, nah, that's not real singing. What the hell? If I don't know why I cannot get into my freaking account. This is so goofy. They like make everything so difficult. And it's crazy because I don't want to waste you good people's time. Oh, there it is. Am I blind? He's you really sounded like you were locked up though. Oh, let me out. I love that. Oh, let me out. Oh. Instead of trying to find the motive, I do what I do. Oh my God. He said I was gonna say TWC singing in the shower. That's funny. That's so funny. Oh my God. So listen, if anybody want to come up, y'all can come up because like I said, I'm gonna stay up for a little bit. And if not, I'm gonna start to, it's a wrap because I gotta travel. I gotta pack my bags and I would have to be out on the road around like 5 o'clock in the morning. So this was not gonna be an all-nighter. Let's see. Why I can't. This is weird. What? Okay. If anyone want to come up, because like I said, I'm about to just, if not, in a few minutes, I'm about to, what? Oh, crap. Anyway, all right. Forget it. I'm not doing it. What? What, Hassan? What did I do? I'm not even really singing. Like, oh my God. Gosh. Oh, who's that? Oh, hey, Mama. Okay, cut your camera off, Mama. Hey.
Oh my God, you have me cracking up. You have me cracking up.
What? I wasn't even really singing.
Leave TWC alone. The doggy started howling. He was like, "Mom, what is that?"
Oh, wait, but I wasn't even really singing. Like, literally, I'm just doing, like,
Stop it.
I wasn't really even singing. When I really put the effort into singing, it's better. It's definitely better. So what's going on with you?
I know I was, I'm in my rollers, girl.
Oh, yeah. Get the rollers in. Fresh rollers.
Yeah, you know what, girl. I'm gonna cut my hair. Y'all gonna be mad?
Oh, no, not you cutting the hair, child.
Please, I already got it. Anyway, the hair's already to the booty. Can't do it.
Booty, rocking
Booty. Anyway, no, I was here crocheting the sweater. Somebody haven't given me my measurements, but
I'm sorry.
So I said, I'm gonna make a size just for the hell of it, see what it looks like when it comes out. It's coming out cute though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna do. So far is black.
Well, I love black.
Mm-hmm. Is it a certain age where women decide to wear black? Or it's just you always wore black?
It was always one of my favorite colors. So it's either black, blue, gray, white. Those are like my go-to. Love those colors.
Boring?
I'm boring.
No, we gotta get some pink in your life.
Oh God.
Oh, I used to say the same thing. Now we're pink and peach and yellow.
Mhm.
Gotta add some color to the rainbow.
Oh, okay. So, Royce asked me, who is somebody you watch on YouTube who has good insight? I like Kidiology. Go check her up. She's a black woman from the UK. She has great insight. I love how she breaks down when she talks about topics. And she learns how she knows how to focus on the content, give all the research information, and then when she gives her take on it, she knows how to add it with, like, add it with some of her experiences in her life, but not something that's going to like overpower it, where you're only going to get it from her perspective. Like, she can break it down to the point where you will understand, like, wow, this is what was really happening. Or And they're very interesting topics, really, because she has everything for anyone. So go check out Kidiology. She's great. I love her. She definitely was one of the people who I reached out to when I wanted to review one of her live streams that she did, and she said absolutely, and I was like, what a sweetie pie! What a sweetie pie! So yeah, definitely check her out. She's a good content creator. Very good. So Natasha says, wait, is there a knitting and crocheting sector? I need to learn, and I'm too embarrassed to ask my friend because she's so good. Well, Miss Jalen here knows about all the knitting in the crocheting sector, and she could definitely drop some links down there for you.
I have hundreds of chats.
Yes, hundreds. There you go. There you go. That's your go-to person, Natasha.
That's all I watch. That's all I watch. And music. That's about it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Natasha. Once you find your skin's undertone, you can wear any color, and it's the truth. Like, I learned what my undertone for my skin is from a long, long time ago. Yes, reds, oranges, and pinks and all that stuff looks better for my skin. However, I just don't like it as me personally. I'll wear them because I know that I look good in them. But if I had to pick, man, I'll pick a navy blue or gray or black before anything.
my favorite is red. But
Oh,
you know where I got it though? I got it from, well, they made fun of my Mickey avatar, but no one understands. Like, that's just my thing.
uh,
Mickey is my boy.
we know. Oh, I know.
You know.
I know. You
You
love Mickey.
you know.
Love Mickey. Shout out to you, Blue. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Let's see. Smitty Curtis says, just wanted to smash the like button and wish you all
Oh,
a wonderful week. Respect to you all. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Thank you very much, Smitty's Corner. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Roy says, do you know who Chris Gondrix is? I don't. What is his content about, sir? You can let me know in the chat, okay? Let's see. I have some links too. I love crocheting. Oh, awesome. Robin says, I be watching fashion vlogs. True, true, true. They're good too. Not you actually having a crochet. Yeah, a crochet playlist, Miss Jalen. Just save it. Thank you so much.
It's huge. I've been out here from, I was looking at the year. I think I've been here since like 2013. But like I said, all I do is just crochet off of here. I've been crocheting what, 35 years. Remember, I'm older than you guys. I'm the elder.
Yes, yes, you're the elder. You're the
I'm the
elder.
elder. Yes, I'm the elder. So yes, my nieces and nephews, everybody still have their stuff. I made them
Mm-hmm.
because I make sweaters. Baby clothes is my favorite because I
Oh.
just made one for my coworker. Um, and I got a picture. Oh my gosh, she looks so adorable. I made her a summer dress, but now I'm working on a Christmas jacket for her.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, it's a dress. It's almost done, so we'll get to her so she can wear it for Christmas. So no, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
because it's relaxing. Like I also do adult coloring books. Those are great.
Yeah, I love those. Those are my things. I really do love adult coloring books. They're so good. They're so soothing.
Peace.
They're so much fun. And when you actually finish it, then you can just like put it like a little sit up there like you do this, like you did all that. I like it. I really do. Oh my god, it says wait. I'm still trying to log into this thing. This is just so sad, really.
Is it case sensitive?
Yes, but I took the case off. I took the case off. It just is it's just getting on my nerve. It's about to send me a link, so let's see. Oh, oh. But other than that, so what do you think about leaving the Chitlin circuit? Since that's what I'm kind of talking about right now.
Well, I mean, this is something that I always say, it will never change. I was never a social media person,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not real to me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like this here is no different than you know the AOL days, the Yahoo days, the Pal Talk days. And it's so weird when you was talking about the chat lines. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like you showing your age. You showing your
I
age.
am showing my age. I am. I
Yeah,
am.
you're showing your age. But no, I'm saying, I mean, it is what it is. Like, um, sometimes people just don't belong
Oh, okay.
in places, because you just don't fit in. Like the playbook that's out here, I don't want no part of it.
I agree. I
I
agree.
just, I just don't want no part of it.
Yeah, I don't want either. Like I said, like to me, it's literally the exploitation sector. I don't want to be a part of that.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
Lana knows how to crochet.
Who?
Lana, she knows how to crochet. Look, you see how when you say something and you find out people's talents?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
She said, I just made my unborn nephew two sizes in baby hats, booties, and a blanket. And I'm making a top for a dress for my church member friend. Oh, that's so sweet. That's nice, Lana. Snap.
Lana, I've been trying to make her a sweater for weeks.
Oh, okay. So you follow her too. Okay, Jen. I didn't know you follow her too. She's a basketball player and she's gorgeous. That was the only thing Royce had to say about her. She's a basketball player and is she a baddie? Okay. I get it, Royce. I get it.
Okay, but okay, so question, Lana. You knit or you crochet?
Mm-hmm.
No, she'll know what I'm saying. She know the language.
Isn't like crochet is when it's like it depends on the fabric you use, right? Because in crochet
Mhm.
things are like thicker than when you knit.
Mm, 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 mm,
No?
mm.
Okay. Or is it because of the style or something? Is the like the style of knitting?
So, right. So the crochet is one needle, and
Mm-hmm.
the knitting is two needles.
Mm.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't know that. Obviously, you see, I don't be knitting that much. I just sew. Okay, I sew. I know my little sewing. I know the basic sewings, and I make sure I know those things. If I have to put things together, if I have to fix a hole and stuff like that, I'm good to go. I am good to go. That's what I do. Why is not okay? Mm-hmm. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Natasha, you can use any style um of yarn. So you could do lace, and you can do the finer thing. You know who does really really good? Russian. If you look up the Russian ladies,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what I've been finding though? That's not I've been I have a girl. She's from Africa. She crochets. That's where I'm. That's just what I'm doing now. She crochets. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
nice.
she got a nice little collection on her page, and I love the style that she's using. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Um, but the lacy stuff you gotta because there's a thing that's called looping.
I
Loop,
heard of looping. I heard looping before.
yeah, looping. I always wanted to do it, but I was like, I'm not gonna frustrate myself. Looping is oof, child.
Yeah, it seemed like it's tedious in here. Well, I've been trying this whole entire time to get on
I
to.
know. I've been waiting for you to show them damn pictures, girl. Like,
I've
what?
been trying, but I don't. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to let me do it. So I don't know. It's saying it's giving me the runaround. I'm like doing this, doing that. I'm saying reset, restart, reset password, all that good stuff. I guess it's just gonna have to just wait until the content come out. No, can't show them the body, yada yada yada.
I
Oh well.
I tried to get her up to get up, guys, and do the MJ cam. She said no.
No, 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 no. We just
I
have to
wanted
wait.
her. I wanted her to show her diabetes abs.
All right. I wanted my diabetes abs because my abs got diabetes. So
Mine's do.
yeah, girl got almost freaking got an ironborg glass fucking stomach, but yeah, I'm diabetes ass.
I think you know what is like a disservice to everybody, and I know, um, like I said, I've been out,
Mm-hmm.
in places where I've done, hung out and things, but it's just here is like, um, is you're not worth me losing my job.
No,
That,
absolutely
that, that, that that's the only main reason. Because judgment that doesn't will bother me at all.
right.
People don't understand that. Um, being accepted, that's the least of my worries. Me losing my job, like my job, I love my job.
Mm-hmm.
I love the people in my job. You know this.
Mm-hmm. I know this very well.
You know this. I love my job. I love my people in my job. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want. No one out here is worth me losing my livelihood, what I love to do, love my company, and love my people in it. Um, and no one is worth that. No one. And because I'm like, when I'm out here, it just reminds me of my nieces and nephews when they're bickering and they're cursing and they look at me and I look at them. I'm like, well, you keep using that foul language. We didn't teach you that. But
Mm-hmm.
they're adults now. They're adults. Um, but thank God they're good kids. Like, well, good adults because they're not kids anymore. They
Mm-hmm.
have their children, they have their husbands, and they have. I get to see, and share them. But
Right.
like I said, I don't have no animosity for no one out here. It's just like y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, and I protect my aura. I protect my sanity. Y'all be like, oh, she goofy. She be yelling and that. Y'all don't want to know me. Y'all just want to. Hey, you hear him?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta. You know what he's doing, right? He's
Oh
barking.
Lord.
He's barking at the TV.
Oh no, not again.
He's barking at the dogs. Like he was quiet, except when you were singing. He was like, "Mom, who's that?"
I don't know why he acting like he don't know my voice.
No, that's what it is. He was like, "Why is she singing?" Ahoo!
Lord, Lord, Lord. You know,
No,
Prince know
listen.
what it is. You know what it is. He's like, yeah, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna make everybody laugh. Like I listen to certain things and certain people speak, and he'll bark. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but he'll hear them like fighting or talking, and he starts barking at the screen. Like, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you? You don't know those people?"
Right, right. That's just crazy. Wow.
But no, I mean, we'll be okay. Everybody will be okay. And in 10 years, I'll come back, and then I'll be like, and be like, where everybody at?
No, I mean, like I said, I'm not like
We're gonna have a reunion in 10 years.
nah. I mean, like I said, it's not like I'm not going to be online. It's just that I'm not going to be in this space. Like I'm really like just moving myself out of this algorithm. So I won't be, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't even see my digital footprint anywhere in this space. When I said I'm done with the Chitlin circuit, I'm done. I have no tolerance for it anymore. I have a very few tolerance for the people in it too. And like I said before, it will be better for me to just go ahead and do what I need to do before anything else transpire. So that's what I'm just going to do right now. But like I said, I'll be here. I'll be on my channel when I have the time to go live. I'll go live like next week. Like next week, all week I'm gonna go live because like I said, I'll be in my hotel and stuff like that. So I might be going live again when I go to the Barnes and Nobles and stuff that's out in the area that I'm going to be at. I'll go live there. Y'all can start to see some of the books and stuff that I'm reading or whatever not. But mainly I will be at my channel most of the time. I still have people in the space that I will still come and support. And I might maybe once in a blue, graze their channel or their panel. But outside of that, my carbon footprint is gonna be gone in the space. That's over. It's a wrap. Like I said, they can have it. 100%. I had no business being here.
We'll have to stick around until the book is finished. Because remember, I bought the book,
That
and
I mean, duh. Of course, I'm going to be finishing that book.
I'm enjoying that book. This book is wonderful.
Yes, it is. It's an
I
awesome
learned
book. And
so
and I don't know where Mr. Bracy went because, excuse me, Mr. Bracy, if you're even still here, when
much.
are we doing the next? When are we doing the next book club meetup so we can, figure out more about the book? Hint, 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 hint. Mr. Bracy, if you're listening,
Please,
where's the next book club live stream?
Mr. Bracy is visiting. You know how we do on the weekends? We go visit family. That's what he's doing. He's
Mhm.
out there visiting family. He's checking out everybody, and then we'll probably see him in the morning.
Let's see. Robin said it's getting easier to move out of this space realistically. It's only a few content creators making original content. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. Just hopefully that the way how I'm going to set up my channel and the way how I'm going to set up the algorithm, officially, I'll just be removed from the space. So I won't even populate in this sector anymore. And that would just be great. That would just be awesome. Let's see. Natasha said, Bracy has promised to actually focus on the book club, though. I waited so long that no, we got to it, Natasha. We actually did. It was like we got through like the first chapter and we was discussing it and bringing out certain like jewels and stuff that the lady was actually speaking about and why the reason why she decided to start the book that way, right? Why did she start the book with the history about her community and what her family went through before she even started what was actually impacting Black people. And I think that one of the reasons why she did that, and this is what we discussed on Sharon's channel, it was just took too long. And so, you stepped away. But what we were discussing is that she wanted to show that other people were dealing with their own trials and tribulations while we was going through our trials and tribulation. A lot of people believe that during that time, 1950s and stuff like that, when you're dealing with a lot of trauma and discrimination and things that's going against you, we tend to think that anybody outside of us wasn't going through their own trauma and trials and tribulations, or it wasn't as bad. But it was funny how when she was telling us what her community, which would be the Little Hats community, what they were going through around the same time that we was going through, if you didn't know that her family was even a Jewish family, you would have thought that that was a Black family, the way about the stuff that her father and her grandfather and them was going through. You would have thought that that would have been no different than a story that you would have heard from your great grandfather or grandfather or father. So I think that's the reason why she did that. She brung it together. She brung it together. Oh, see, I knew he was gonna pop up. I knew it. I knew it. See, I knew he was gonna pop up. There you go. See, yeah, we did get into it, and it was really good. So you just gotta let me know, Mr. Bracy. You have to let me know when the next one is set up so we can get that in. And also, you said that you was going to email me. I gave you my email, and you haven't emailed me yet, sir. So I don't know. You just have to let me know, because like I said, I'm being very, 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 my circle is going to be very small. So hit me up on the email with that one. No. You don't. There's no cooking. You don't have to cook up nobody. Nobody at all. It's just that I think it's just time. I think it's time. I'm just done. I'm done with the that type of riffraff. I don't want it.
I'm back. Sorry. I had to. I thought it was World Class came up. Punk.
Oh no, he didn't.
He's scared. He's scared.
Yeah, I mean, don't even worry about it, Robin. I appreciate you. I really do, Robin. It's not about me getting down. It's just that sometimes it's just enough is enough, right? And all you can possibly do is do what is good for you and be where you're appreciated, be where you're respected, be where you're valued at, right? Like, don't they, we say this in the chicken circuit all the time, right? Don't go where you're just tolerated. Go where you're respected and valued. So that is what I'm doing. Good evening to you, we are locked. Good evening. Appreciate you. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just literally going where I'm appreciated and where my voice, my commentary, even my appearance is appreciated to be there. It's an addition to whatever great work and effort that is doing there. I don't want to be around anybody who thinks that anything outside of that. No, I don't care about that. Yeah, exactly. Very true. No need to deal with unnecessary stress. Yeah, I agree. And it's not, it's so funny because it's not even just stress. It's just that I'm at to the point where I will never ever fucking again explain myself to anyone. Ever again. When I was explaining myself, I was actually, just giving you a other side of the story. Other than that, I'm not explaining myself anymore about nothing.
But you see, like I said to you, I don't think you explained it. You didn't do a story time.
No, I didn't do a story time.
No, but Go ahead.
I didn't do a story time because the reason why I never did a real story time, because these motherfuckers didn't really want to hear the real story. They already had their motherfucking ideas in their minds. They have their biases. They have the people that they like more, whatever the case may be. So it wouldn't fucking matter if about what I said. Would it have changed anything? Nothing. Nothing at all. They would have still continued to operate exactly the way how they operate. Absolutely nothing. So what's the point? That's why I'm at the point of like with the whole thing that transpired, every single thing up till from last year until now, believe what the fuck you want. Take it to the grave for all the fuck I care. If it makes you feel good at night to call me a bitch, a whore, or whatever under the sun, do what you need to do to fucking sleep at night. Do what you need to do to get a fucking hard on. Do what you need to do to get your fucking your nipples stimulated. I don't care. I really don't fucking care. It doesn't even make any sense to even do a story time. I don't need to do a story time. For what?
But I'm saying the way social media works, as I learned, is like they looking for answers. And the thing is, and true or not true, didn't I tell you stay away from that brown liquor? Didn't I tell you stay away from that brown liquor?
Brown, look.
Yeah, is a yes or no answer. Didn't I tell you stay away from that brown liquor?
Yes, but you know what? Easy Jesus with some nice Coke and Pepsi is great.
See, my thing is tequila. So
You that I like my nipples stimulated. You child.
wait,
Go to court.
who said that? Who said they like their nipple? I can't see. Who?
Racy, Sherrod.
Where did he take that? I don't. Where did he take that? I don't see it.
He typed it.
Do I have a delay?
No, you might have a delay. He typed it. He said, "I like my nipple stiff." I know you.
Wait, the last thing I saw was very true. Robin and Islana. Wait.
Ooh, he said, "I like my nipple stiff."
You know, Chapstick King. You know what's gonna happen tomorrow, right? You know, I still don't. Where the hell did he write that?
Yeah, they were like, "I knew it. I knew it."
You know they're gonna clip. You know they're gonna clip that shit.
Stimulate.
They're gonna. You know they're gonna clip that shit. What's wrong with you?
He don't care. He said, "Give them something to talk about, right, Bracy?"
Well, I see it from in here, but I don't see it on. I see it in the chat in your side, but I don't see it on.
Yeah, you don't see it on the. You know, I don't know. Maybe because you remember they got that new thing with YouTube now that certain words or certain sentences, the AI cuts it out. It won't even populate it for everybody to see now. See, that's how another thing with their tracking in chats and stuff. They're tracking certain words that's being used, certain phrases, and certain statements. And once they see that, they're not even allowing it to even be populated. That's why sometimes people are now believing that they're being blocked by people, where actually you're not being blocked. It's just that you just can't see that nasty comment that they sent you.
Did you see that clipping I sent you? The one that YouTube that they were gonna start striking overweight children on screen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen that.
You gotta show that to them. Oh my god, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's why I can't get. I try to get in so I can show you some of that. You know.
Men are.
I can't get in, but maybe another time. Maybe another time. All right, thank you. We unlock. I appreciate you. It says men aren't allowed to like anything in that space. My God, today. Yeah.
But you know what's the one thing that we instead of us like like Chapstick said, turn the page, move forward. Like it's time to turn the page and like really like we really have to turn the page. We really need to move forward. Like we really have to leave stuff behind us.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm getting off the Chitlin circuit. I'm not on the Chitlin circuit anymore. Moving on to bigger and better things, baby. Like I said, I have a couple of people. I do have a couple of interviews coming up that's going to be specifically on my channel, and you're going to be surprised of the people that I got to interview because these are people that are well renowned, um, big names. So
Okay, I put the link in the chat because I don't know where the private chat is. Oh, here it goes. I found it. Oh, I found the link.
okay, so
The one to the story that I was the one about the overweight. Um
oh yeah, all right. Let me see. Okay, so this will be the last thing I show, and then I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna head out of here because I gotta start packing. Uh, all right. Can y'all see it? Okay, so if y'all guys don't know, YouTube is limiting videos about weight and appearance for teens. This came out about a week ago. It says YouTube is adjusting its algorithm to restrict videos showing nonviolent aggression and idolized physical appearances for being promoted to teenagers on the platform. In a new blog post, YouTube says that such content may be inconus as a single video, but it could be problematic for some teens if viewed repetitively. The restrictions aim to prevent younger users from falling into harmful rabbit hole content pipelines without preventing them from reviewing such videos entirely, as many are compliant with the YouTube content guidelines. Teens are more likely than adults to form negative beliefs about themselves when seeing repeated messages about ideal standards and content they consume online, YouTube said. The new safeguards are being introduced globally and applied to content that compares or idolizes certain physical features, weight, and fitness over others, or displays social aggression like intimidation and non contact fights. The restrictions also apply to makeup tutorials for changing the appearance of someone's noses or eye shape, or fitness videos promoting muscular or slim physiques. A higher frequency of content that idolize unhealthy standards or behaviors can emphasize potentially problematic messages, and those messages can impact how some teens see themselves, says Allison Brosco Smith, a researcher on YouTube's Youth and Families Advisory Committee. Guardrails can help teens maintain healthy patterns as they naturally compare themselves to others and size up how they want to show up in the world. So there you have it. They're putting guidelines on when it comes for kids. So I figure if your content is not made for kids and if you guys are making content, I suggest that y'all literally set all your content to this is not for children, especially in the chitlin sector. I repeat, set all your content for 18 and up because if you get caught out there and it's you know how this area is about the things that we talk about, looks, always dick and pussy conversations and all this stuff, and then we talk Sometimes we get even more egregious as talking about domestic discipline and things of that sort. You don't want to get caught out there with your videos being for it's made for children or it's made for anybody under the age of 18, because now they're restricting it and they're really doing their due diligence to make sure that younger kids are not seeing things like that. I think it's a good idea though, really, because there was a lot of look maxing, even the whole femininity sector, right? All these different type of channels and stuff, even with the physique, right? The fitness channels, they were doing things. What I would say, like their content is good. It is not like it's bad or anything, but they are doing setting up unrealistic things that young adults is trying to lead up to. Like no, if you're, how can I put this? For example, if you're a medium built child or you're a medium built woman, okay, or if you're an hourglass woman, your shoulders matches the width, the same of your hips. If that is your body structure, you're not going to look like a woman who is shaped like an apple. Okay? You don't change your bones. Like you either can you can build muscle or you lose muscle, or you don't tone or you lean up on certain areas to give you the illusion of a shape, but you can't change your bones. You can't change your bone structure. So if you're slim built, you're going to be slim built unless you're going out there to get plastic surgery. If you're medium built, you're going to look like a medium built person. Okay, you'll just look a little bit more leaner if you lose weight or you lower your body fat. If you're a large built person, you're always going to look large, but you can look healthy. You don't have to have anything sagging or something rolling over your or your stomach and stuff like that, right?
Hey,
Ciao,
ow.
ciao. She a hot mess. But like seriously, you are not changing your body structure. Not everybody is supposed to look the same. We're all not supposed to look the same. And if we do look the same, there's a fucking problem when we walk outside and we see everybody looking the same. Everybody got the same fucking hair, the same fucking funky ass fucking makeup, and wearing the same motherfucking clothes. It's stupid and it's disgusting. Not all of us are supposed to look the same. Okay, and I'm glad that they're doing this because I hate the fact that our young kids and young girls, they're sitting up here trying to look like Barbie dolls or these of women who look like they 30 years old. There should be no reason why our teenagers is looking like 30-year-old women. There should not be no reason for that. So, and for them to even be trying to like get there and you know and idolize that look instead of just being themselves and letting shit naturally flow. I
I
kind
think
of agree with them.
I think I mean they can try now, but the way everything is around us, like you were talking earlier, the different the way that you know the personalities and stuff, like people are they're more free now, and they I don't think it's necessarily what's on the web anymore. I think it's just people are showing how they really want to look or how they want to feel, because look at the AI pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, when it first came out, like especially on Facebook, and I saw everybody like, this is the way I would look. This, but some people be like, "Dag, I really always wanted to have the big muscles and looking all snatched, and the nose fixed, the eyes fixed. You understand? Like,
Yeah.
remember Jennifer Grey? She never liked her nose.
Mm-hmm.
She never liked her nose, and that's what made her look distinctive. And then she took it off, and she don't look the same anymore. Like she took that away from her. But that's just like women with the BBLs and getting the
Mm-hmm.
bigger boobs, and
Yeah.
um,
It's
and
just
then
too much. It's just really too much. And listen, please love the skin you in. Okay, love the skin you in. Love your shape. work on what you got, mama. You know, look, listen, somebody gonna love it, okay? And that's the same thing that go with men too. Somebody gonna love it, bro. Don't be worrying too much about it. Somebody is going to love it. But all this other crazy other extra shit on that shit, just please, I'm tired of hearing about so many young people losing their lives. A 24-year-old, a 34-year-old. Like that's just like that's crazy to me, you know? Like literally when I go outside, I get carded everywhere I go. Most people think I'm like 29, 30 years old. I'm like, oh God, bless your heart. I'm like, bless your heart. You know, and I plan on looking like this 10 more years. Well, technically, yeah, 10 more years. I'll still look the fucking same. Anyway, it says that's a fact, MJ. I'm not sure why they want to age their faces and bodies so rapidly with these procedures. There are 20 somethings look like twice their age after cosmetic work. I just don't get it. I really don't get it either. You know, it's funny because when I was like 17 and 18 years old, I always wanted to be like, couldn't wait to be like 25. And the reason why I was waiting for 25 was because I was thinking about all the freedom I could have. I'm really fully an adult now. Nobody gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna move out, go to college, blah, 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 blah. You know, so I was really happy about that. But literally, when I was like 18, 19, I wasn't really thinking about anything past 25. But I'll tell you one thing, even when I was 18, 19, I didn't want to look like I was 25 years old. I was just like, oh, if I stay the same, or if I want to, matter of fact, I would say I wanted to look 21. That's the only age I actually ever wanted to look before I turned 21. I wanted to look 21.
Right, so you can drink.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one thing everybody want to be 21 so they can.
That was the only thing I wanted. I was like, as long as I get to 21 so I could fucking drink, I was good. After that, I ain't care about anything else, nothing else. But these young people, like they look older than me, and that's fucked up. That's really messed up when like the 40s are looking younger than the 20s, yo. Like that's backwards. People in the 40s looking like they're in their 20s, and then you walk up to a woman, you're like, oh, how are you? And how's your like 18-year-old son? And she's like, I'm 29. You 29? Yes, I'm 29. You look like somebody fucking grandma out here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
She probably is a grandma.
I'm a grandma.
Yeah, some of these young women, they're 29, 30, and they grandmas already.
Yep. Okay, let's see what hold on. I see some this game. Let's see. Oh, okay. Roy said, let me see Roy's first. Roy said, it's a woman with some good content. Her channel is called My Life as a Social. Ooh. You know what? I think I know who you talk about. Is that white woman who says she's a certified sociopath and she be going into details about what happened with her relationship and stuff like that and what she thinks about why she did this and why she did that. Is that who you talking about? I think that's it.
Child, do I really want to hear a sociopath? Yeah, because then I'll learn something. Better thing.
Let's see. Got people thinking if you do 200 squats a day, that builds a BBL, but wearing a waist trainer daily flatten your stomach. Yeah, all those gimmicks. All those gimmicks. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You don't get a small stomach or a flat stomach unless you change what you eat. And you have to remove the residual fat. That is the fat that lays over your stomach. You have to lower that. If you're not lowering that, you ain't gonna never see your abs. We all have abs. We bend, we shake it like a tail feather. We do all that stuff. We're literally activating our abs every single day, even by walking. So we all have abs. It's about removing the residual fat so you can actually see it. So that's all about what you eat and getting your cardio straight.
Okay, you know why they fly? I'm gonna tell you a little tidbit that I learned from my hairdresser. She's Dominican. And She said what happens is because one of the girls that used to do my hair, she disappeared because she had went to their country and had surgery and she got sick.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is, they go, they do the lipo, and that's why they stay like 3 months, 6 months, because she said what they do is they put them in a cast. You know how they wear the waist trainers? Well, there they put them in a cast, and they're in a cast for all that. That's why their waists are so little like that, and then the boob, the bone, the butt files out, comes out. Like that's how. Because if you notice, I was like, that's kind of weird shape, but now it makes sense because they get a cast put around the the abdomen area. Like
Oh.
after they get the surgery. So that's how they get. That's why they stay for so long there, so they can
Okay.
heal. But they're not healing. Well, they're healing, but at the same time,
I
the
can
cause
understand.
remember like Gone with the Wind. What was that chick's name? You see how their waists were so little because they used to
Yeah,
wear,
because of the girdle.
right, the waist trainer,
Mm-hmm. The
the
original is the corset. It's the one that
the corset.
actually breaks, right? Because it had the bones in it, so it actually broke.
Mhm,
Every time they pull it,
mhm,
actually broke your ribs, and it
mhm,
actually changed the size of your ribs. Yep, because it was you know who Don Vita. She's famous. Vita Don or something like that. White woman. She wore the corset, and she wore it for years. And when she actually finally took it off, her her midriff was transformed by that corset. And
mhm,
the doctors in them said that she was going to have problems, like problems with her kidneys, problems with her
mhm,
liver and stuff like that, because you was messing up your internal organs. That's why those things are not healthy. They're really not. Even like, if anything, you're not supposed to even use a waist trainer. If you want to use like a sweatband, that's different. Sweatbands are okay. You can use the sweatband to help you burn extra calorie in your midriff, but a waist trainer, you're not supposed to use anything that is going to restrict your oxygen and circulation. You gotta remember that waist trainer goes across your diaphragm, and
mhm,
you need that to breathe. If you break that little tiny piece of your diaphragm to lift up your stomach and down, you're dead, right? Just off of that. It's a little small piece. If you break that piece, that when you inhale, it brings it up in your chest, and exhale, it goes down into your stomach. You break that little piece, you're dead. There is no fixing that. They can't make an artificial one or nothing. It's a wrap for you, because now your breathing, the control of your breathing is gone. And that's a little something I know, a little tip I know for being an EMT. Yeah, you don't want to break that.
mhm.
There's no making anything that. There's no coming back for that. So don't be putting nothing across your damn. Hell no. Like I said, you can get a sweatband, do your workout, whatever. Not focus on your food, and you'll be good. But that waist trainer, stay away from that trash. Stay away from that garbage. For real, for real. I don't even know why they even allow that to even fly. Yeah, there she go. Betty Wilder, waist. Yeah. Late 70s and 80s though. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what.
Yep. And Kimfo said, I asked my doctor for the Ozempic, was denied. Thank goodness I was, because the side effects are horrible. Yeah, absolutely. And you have to get, like, I think you got to have a blood test anyway. So if it's not meant for you, you don't want to have to deal with the side effects. She said, I'll just try to work hard to be disciplined and work it all. Girl, let me tell you something. Just go walking. Flora do it all the time. Hey, Flora, boo boo.
Mhm. I love how
Coming out the
walks.
clouds and say, glad to see you doing a show like this. Chitlin Circle. No, I'm out of the Chitlin Circuit. It's Chitlin Circuit, Florida. I'm out of it. This is what I consider the sector. The sector is the Chitlin Circuit. is funky, and I'm getting the fuck up out of it. Let's see. Side effects can be magitated, talking for info. I'm in Pharma, and I've been talking about Ozempic up here in Canada since 2018, 2019. But nutrition, exercise, and good lifestyle hygiene is best. Yes, absolutely. Tell her, Natasha. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now they have so many lawsuits coming out because of it.
Because they're not getting it. You know why? Because they're not getting it from their actual doctors who know their history and know their record. They're going to people who's going to approve to this, subscribe it for them. And you also got to understand that Ozempic isn't that like, I know that's a brand name.
Diabetic is a diabetic medication.
Right, exactly. Generically is a diabetic medication. If you don't have that, if you're not diabetic, I mean, like I say, borderline diabetic, how they could tell, but you really want to get the blood work done to know if if you really need that, right? And I don't think that Kinfolds, I don't think you need it, and I don't think a lot of people don't need it. Most people I see lately are overweight. It's very few people that is super or more or morbid beast, like obese. I don't see that many morbid beast people like that. I just see people that might be overweight, and just get your walking in. Just get your walking in. Make sure
30 minutes a day.
shoot, do an hour. I did an hour today. I ran for I ran for like 15 minutes, and then I walked for 45 minutes. That averaged me about 5 miles. And yeah, that's all you have to do. Just do that every day. And like I said, you don't have to run, you can walk. Walk, get your heart rate up. You want to keep your heart rate at a certain level. And
the same hours you spend online is the same hours you could spend outside.
yeah, like I said, just a whole hour, man. All you need to do, give yourself an hour, put in those steps, and watch. You're gonna see the water, the weight is gonna start to fall off on you. It's gonna be so quick. It's ridiculous how quick it happens because you're not gonna really be paying attention. You're gonna be in the mode. You're gonna be in the groove. Get your music on. Get your headset on. Get your nice little comfortable workout suit on. Something that make you feel good, pretty, comfortable, right? And just go get your steps out in for an hour. Come back. You're gonna be hungry. Don't OD. Watch what you eat. And I'm telling you, the weight is gonna come right off. It's the most simplest thing. It's too easy. It's too easy. But you just got to make sure that you have to look at that hour being just as precious as an hour being on social media. In fact, they even got apps in your phone now that they'll tell you that you can set up to say, hey, at 6:00, shut all my social media accounts off. And your phone will do it. You can set it up in your phone, get an app for them to shut all your social media off at a certain time. And then you just start managing your time and managing your hours, really. Like, okay, I'm only going to be on social media for 4 hours a day instead of 6 hours a day. And this is like, I'm just saying, it's different when it's content creators, but she said, I love the glasses, MJ. You're giving. I told y'all I look like a librarian with glasses. I told you guys. I always wear glasses. I just, like I said, I couldn't find my glasses when I moved here, and I still can't find my other original glasses. But I definitely needed these reading glasses, and I definitely needed these reading glasses with the blue light filter because my eyes been hurting so bad, like on the computer and stuff like that. It's been killing me. So I was just like, oh, I have to get the blue light filter reading glasses because I'm old. I'm old. And I accept it.
Then I'm a fossil.
It is what it is. I mean, I accept it. I accept it. I'm in that life. I
don't. It don't bother me.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm what you call fine wine. Doesn't bother me at all. I bring on my oldness. I bring on my own. Like literally, I just celebrated my son's father's birthday. It recently just passed. It was on the 7th. I'm like, I had to say happy birthday, old man. He's because he's 47. I'm like, nigga, you about to be 50. Happy birthday, old man. Like, like what happened? He's like, whatever, you just as old too.
How much old is he?
He's 7 years older than me. So I'm 40 and he's 47. So he just turned 47.
He was rocking the cradle.
So he was like, I wouldn't necessarily say that because we was co-workers and we worked together. So at that point, social economically, we was at the same level. So, but yeah, I was making fun of him about him. I was like, ooh, you getting old. I was like, you old ass. He was like, yeah, whatever. Well, at least I don't have gray hair. I was like, he's talking about my gray hair. I was like, dude, you got a gray beard. Shut up.
Well, that you know what I well you all sorry. I was trying to do the green,
Mm-hmm.
and then because I've been green since I was like 11 years old.
Mm.
And yeah, because of my dad and my grandma, and and I one day I was like combing my hair, and I looked just like I said, I'm gonna look like my grandma. Yeah, been got my color 31.
Mm-hmm. She's like, not today.
Not yet.
Not yet. And that's another thing too. Like I was like, it's time for me to leave the circuit, the chitlin circuit, because y'all motherfuckers is not turning me gray. Absolutely not.
I was gray already.
I refuse to have a whole patch of fucking gray hair and shit like that. I'm not no, I'm all right. I'm okay. Let's see what Kimfo said. I didn't go to the teledoc way because I didn't trust it. My primary care physician didn't give me the okay, and she has all my records. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they have to give you the okay. They have your blood work and everything like that. So
I think
don't get
it's
so
I think it's the A1C, but the thing is, if you're borderline A1C, they're not gonna give it to you. What they're
mm,
gonna do is make you exercise, bring so you can bring it down and come out of the borderline, and then keep working from the work from there. Is the A1C that's the way it's gonna go, especially if it. Why would you want to take something that's really not gonna help you anyway? And
right.
especially if you don't have a problem, like if you don't have diabetes, then why would you take something that's not gonna help you?
Mm-hmm. So Flora says she's gonna be MI made for a bit. I don't blame you, sister. You do all you have to do.
Yep.
Do all you have to do. Get
It's
your
good
life
to see
right.
you though. It's good you came by to see us.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for stopping by for real. I always appreciate it. I always appreciate it. Okay, so that was just talking about she's just getting medical advice. Let's see. All right. She said, you and MJ and so many other women have shown up continuously despite the harassment and bullying. And I personally admire y'all for that. Take all the time you need. Yeah, Flora, you do what you got to do, baby girl. I know you were supposed to have a show today, but I guess you decided that, you know what? I'm just going to relax, relate, release. And you know what? Let me tell you something. This is my freaking weather fall. Oh my God. And my holiday is coming. Shit, it's about to be a wrap. It's about to be
Puppet
a wrap.
space.
I'm gonna be shaking the tail feather when my holiday come. It's funny. Black women do exist in this space. Black women exist in this space. It's just it's just when you have to realize what is your cup of tea and what is not your cup of tea. I don't fit this space. It's been very clear that I don't fit this space. I'm not supposed to be here. So it's time to head out. I'm going to leave the ones who's going to do well and who's going to shine and flourish in this space. I leave it to you. I don't want no parts of it. I will be in a different space. But I'm about to get off now. Jalen, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you, darling. I'm about to hit the hay because, like I said, I gotta pack. I gotta finish packing, and then I'm gonna get some rest. So I gotta be up and leave out my house by 5 o'clock in the morning.
Joe, welcome. Joe, welcome. Joe, welcome. And yeah, it's time for me to hit the hay too because I have to be up early as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have to um, get my new laptop on for work.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have to call my IT and because I got my new laptop, they upgraded it, so I have to get it on, and I have to call them and help do some IT stuff with them and get my stuff plugged in correctly.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you for coming up and spending some time with me, darling. And you have a lovely evening. Again, thank you everyone who stood by and rocked out with me for as long as possible. Thank you for rocking by with me with the alpha situation, rocking out with me with the other information that I've shown, and kicking it with me with my little rant about the Chitlin circuit. As I said to anyone, it's been fun. Some of them fun. Like I said, shout out to the people who I've always love and appreciate their content. Y'all know who y'all are. I always stated to you. Y'all just behave yourself and enjoy yourselves. Y'all, like I said, you're not gonna be seeing my digital footprint like that. You'll only catch me in certain spaces, but it's definitely not gonna be in this sector anymore. And it is what it is. And I feel no way about it. I need to go where I need to be at. But anyway, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye. I should say, oh, maybe I should play a song before I go. I'm gonna play a song before I go. That's what I'm gonna do. I haven't did a song in a minute. Hold on, let me get a song out here. What song am I gonna play? Darn it, what song can I play? Huh? Oh, hell no, not that. Absolutely not. I'm not playing that. I want to play an old school song. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on. I know. I'm coming. Okay. I think I found it. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Here's the outro song, ladies and gents. Let's go.